Another day, another day. What's good, everybody? Back out here once again with this thing we call Bass for Cash. It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here to see what we can do. Hopefully you guys have been here before, but if not, Bass for Cash is free. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. It does not cost you a thing. All right, so we're gonna get out here and have some fun. The way that it works is basically I get out here, catch a fish or two, get them to the boat. I will show those fish to you guys. Let you take a guess at determining the size of that fish. And you guess the exact weight of that fish, then you may receive an exact payout of cash for that bass, all right? Just that simple, guys. And again, it does not cost anything to participate. We're just out here building a community of people that want to get together, have a little fun out here on the lake. And, you know, have some good conversation, talk about a few different hot topics, things like that. You just never know, All right, I'm just out here, guys, got to get everything set up. I see you coming into the live stream. If you guys can hear me okay, just go ahead and drop a quick 1 in the chat. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay before we get started. And I know there's a certain rods that I'm going to be using today, so I'm going to kind of get the things that I don't plan on using out of the way. So I'll use that, and all right, so I plan on using all 4 of these. Well, 3 of those. And 1 from this side over here. So let's go ahead and get these cleared out. So you guys saw yesterday I was out here using that spoon. Shout out to Drew. Big shout out to the MoneyTeam. Drew says, "Money, why you out of breath? Sounds like you ran out there." Oh man, you know what, Drew? I noticed that too. I think it's because it's cold out here. I think that's why it's a little harder to breathe. I was like, man, I noticed that also, but that was before I even got on the boat. As soon as I came outside and started walking around, moving around a lot, I was like, man, maybe that's somebody can Google that. I think when the air temperature is lower, does it have less oxygen in the air when the temperatures are lower? Somebody find out and let me know. Somebody Google that. Shout out to Nobody Really. He says, let me see, enjoying the content from the stream. Hit that thumbs up and turn on the notifications. That's right. You guys better make sure you go ahead and hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe, because Bass for Cash does not cost a thing, but you do need to be a subscriber. If you are not subscribed, once we get that fish to the boat and we open the scales and start putting those guesses in there, if you're not subscribed, you'll be locked out, because we will be in, what's it called? Subscriber only mode. All right, so actually, I'm gonna use 3 rods on this side too. So we're gonna definitely use that spoon. There we go. We don't need this wacky rig. Not gonna be throwing that today. So we have 5 rods on the deck. And mainly, I just wanna focus on that spoon. Do it how I used to do back in the day before I, you know, started fishing tournaments and everything. How we would just come out using, just using sonar, getting out here and getting to it. Drew says, you better work out them Air Force legs. We have Brian the Fisherman Baker. He says, are you going out next week? Would like to meet you out there. You never know. You never know. I mean, I'll probably be out here, but I don't really plan things out like that. The only time I really think I plan on coming out like that is when there's a tournament or something like that. Then I'll kind of have a set time, you know, that I have to kind of plan around to get out on the lake. But we'll see. Crocker says, it says it's hard to breathe in cold because air is very dry, causing airway to constrict. Let me see, leaving you short. Okay, causing shortness of breath. Okay. All right, so maybe that's what's going on. Because like I said, I did. And if somebody could, so, I mean, you guys know I use my hands as my gauge for the temperatures. And right now it does feel like it's probably in the 30s out here right now. Maybe like 30, anywhere from 39 to 41 degrees. Because somebody look up the temperature, the air temperature on Lake Lanier. So look, the water temp has dropped. We're sitting at, well, 52, 51. You see that? 51.6 degrees. I believe it was 52 when I was out here yesterday. All right, Chef Boy says, yep. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. And shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. If everybody could, put SWAT in the chat. I always have to give credit where credit is due. SWAT is always out. Man, no, I don't believe that, Crockett. 45 degrees, it does not feel like 45. Let me check. Let me check. Let me see. I don't believe it, Crockett. My hands are telling me it's a little colder than 45 out here. Oh my goodness, it's close. 43 degrees. But what does it say? Feels like 39. So I was right and wrong. I said I said it feels like 39 to 41. So I guess we're both close then, right, Crockett? All right, so we're sitting in 37 feet of water. So like I said, I want to get out here and catch some fish on a spoon, guys. So you know, sometimes the fish may want something, but you may have something in your mind that you want them to be doing. So take a look. So there's my spoon dropping down right here. And there's some type of cover down there. So I'm just dropping straight down to that. I'm going to let it pretty much go all the way down there. And then once I start jigging the spoon, I'll see if any fish come up after it. Crockett said, that's Google for you. Uh-oh, we have Alexandria already checking into the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. What does she say? She says SWAT Lawn Operations is based out of Conyers, Georgia, and services all surrounding metro Atlanta areas. For a free estimate for your residential or commercial properties, please call 404-423-5131. That's right. Everybody put SWAT in the chat. Like I said, longtime supporter, big contributor to the channel. You know, they're responsible for a lot of those payouts that you guys have been winning on this Bass for Cash thing. Right now, does anybody remember the person that won yesterday but did not collect their payout? I remember it was Jeffrey, but I don't remember the last name. Does anybody remember who won that payout yesterday but did not collect? I told them we'd be back out here today so that they'd have a chance to collect their winnings. But if not, Alexandria let them know. Alexandria, she breaks it. There we go. Jeffrey Stevenson. Alexandria be putting down the law. She lays down the law out here. She told him, you are disqualified. Did anybody see that? Put DQ in the chat if you saw where Alexandria put, you are disqualified. I was like, oh man. That'll hurt somebody's feelings right there. She put it in all caps and everything. Like, you know how the police just come and kick your door in or something like that and be like, get out. You are disqualified from being in this residence. All right, Crockett knows what I'm talking about. Chef Boy knows what I'm talking about. Look at Alexandria in there laughing. She hurt some feelings yesterday. She hit him with the quickness. I think she said she DQ'd 2 people. And they were like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Alexandria was like, it does not matter. Whether you know or not, you are guilty. Your guesses do not count. All right, guys. So anybody that is just tuning in, we're just getting started. I really haven't even, well, I guess I did drop down like once or twice, but we really haven't started fishing yet. Like I said, I want to stay out here in these ditches and see if I can get some of these fish to come up and hit the spoon. So years ago, before I started tournament fishing, this is how I would come out here and do it. So check it out, guys. There's some type of structure right there. Let's go ahead and hit spot lock and drop it straight down on that. Then we'll see if these fish will come up and hit it. So I'm just going to let it just fall all the way down to the bottom. So I don't know if you guys can see that bell, but it's just falling. It's spooling out. And there it stops. So now that spoon is all the way on the bottom. We're sitting in about 45 feet of water. So now I'm just looking to see if any fish come off the bottom, because they're kind of lethargic down there. But when they see something they want, I've seen those fish just come shooting up like a rocket off of the bottom of the lake to get what they want. right, still not seeing anything. Crocker said, Alex, don't play. Steve Wimpy says, let me see. Maloney Bass Police, no, Money Bass Police. Yeah, she was on him. She was like, you are DQ'd. I felt bad. Who was it, the Unreal Agent? I felt bad. I was like, hey, buddy, I'll catch another one for you. And then what did I lose? I lost 2. Did I lose 2 fish yesterday or just 1? I know I had 1 that was a real decent fish on a drop shot. It came up before I got it to the boat. Now, guys, the wind is starting to pick up out here. I don't know if you guys can see it by the waves or anything on the water, but, well, I mean, hear it. But yeah, that wind is starting to pick up a little bit. So we'll see. Shipboard says, yep. DQ'd the second one and told him it was on principle that they had to get the DQ. Oh my goodness. All right, we're starting off a little slow today. We have about 18 people in the chat. I guess people are like, man, it's too cold to be out there doing this Bass for Cash thing. We don't even want that money today. But that's what Wimpy always tells them. They don't want that money. So did anybody get a chance to go and check out the app that I was telling you about? FishXLive. If you saw the app and you got a chance to check it out, remember I told you guys you can get a free account at FishXLive. Just go to FishXLive.com. Who in the chat checked out FishXLive? Again, just put FishXLive in the chat if you got a chance to check it out. We have High BYW says, you're not catching anything though. You're not catching. You're supposed to catch fish within the first few minutes of you getting out there. So we've been rolling for about, what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that, guys. So yeah, we're just getting started. So no, I haven't got anything to the boat yet. We're pretty much just gonna, I wanna catch them on a spoon today. And the reason I wanna do that is because that tournament that I was just in a few days ago, some of you guys watched it live. I had a nice fish on a spoon and it came off, so I didn't get it to the boat. So just in case I'm in another situation like that, I want to be ready. Hi, BYW. So we'll just say hi. It says, I'll have patience. All right, so we had Crockett. Crockett checked out FishXLive. FishXLive.com, guys. And what I was explaining to you yesterday, so when we get a fish to the boat, I'll show you guys how I log the catch and use it to track where I'm at and everything. And that's what allows me to be able to come back to the places pretty quick and easy and kind of duplicate patterns and things like that. So if you don't have a lot of time to get out on the water, you pretty much know where to go, what baits to use. You know, it kind of gives you an idea of all that stuff. So is Crockett the only one? Well, we only have 21 people in here right now. So we'll see. We'll wait till a few more people come in here. But we're just idling around. Okay, there we go. I think I see some customers for us. Let's see. Sitting in about 35 feet of water. Let's ease on over there. There we go. There we go. Let's drop down on knees and see if they want to come out and play. Nobody really says, let me see, enjoying the content from the stream. Make sure you guys double tap that screen. Hit us with a like. Then we have Steven checking in. He says, yo, MoneyBass. What's going on, Steven? Good to see you back in the chat. We're just out here trying to see if I can get a fish or two on this spoon, guys. That's the plan for today. I missed a good one at a tournament on last week on Tuesday. So I had it on the spoon. I don't know if I did something wrong or maybe it just wasn't hooked good. But for whatever reason, it came off. Wait a minute. Did I just miss something? We have Hooked Up Fishing. Hooked Up Fishing already got it started off with the 99-cent super chat. Really appreciate that. All right. I guess Hooked Up Fishing is like, hey, you need to go ahead and get hooked up. Hooked Up hooked me up with the 99-cent super chat. Wait a minute, did I just hit something? Felt like something just tapped that spoon, guys. Really appreciate that hooked up fishing. No comment, no question. Just hit me with the 99-cent super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Downrange Hunting, checking into the live stream. Alexandra says, hey, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. All right, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have people coming into the chat now. So they're like, hey, this Bass for Cash thing is on. It's on and popping. I wonder if Jeffrey's going to be back today. Hooked Up Fishing said, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. All right, shout out to Hooked Up Fishing. What's going on, Frisco? Says, any money given out yet? Not today. We just getting started. You made it. I mean, you checked in just in time. We're just getting started, so you won't miss it today. Oh, my goodness. Booger Sugar is in the chat. Haven't seen that name before. It says, what's up, guy? What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. I guess you want to find out what this Bass for Cash thing is all about. All right, so as you guys come into the chat first, just make sure you double tap the screen to hit us with a like. The likes really do help support the channel more than you guys know. So just go ahead and double tap the screen, give us a quick like. Now, Bass for Cash, let me just see who else is in here real quick. Downrange Hunter says, I killed a huge 8 the other day. And I'm assuming that's some type of deer. Is that called an 8-pointer or something like that? Is that what you guys call it? I have not been deer hunting before, so I don't really know too much about that. Oh my goodness, look at those fish right there. Now that's a good one. Let's go ahead and drop down there and see if you want to come out here and play with us. Do you want to come and play this thing we call Bass for Cash, Fishy? Come on over here. Come on over here and hang out with the crew. All right, it's down there. Let's see. They're looking at it. They're looking at it, guys. They're looking at it. They are looking at it. Come on. Just go ahead and put your mouth on it. That's all we need. Just go ahead and give it a little kiss. Go ahead and let those treble hooks get you. Get one up here to the boat kind of quick, guys. Steven says, bam, 5-pounder. We have Gary Pilcher checking in. Good to see you back in the chat. Test the Spirit is in the chat. Steve Wimpy says, did you get a little tappy tap? Man, they didn't hit me with the tappy tap. They hit me with the looky look. They came and looked, but they didn't hit me with the tappy tap. We have the gaming channel says, are you fishing? Are you fishing or are you talking? Well, actually, you know, I guess I'm doing a little both. I'm not catching just yet. We're just getting started. We have 40 people in the chat. How are the likes looking? We should be up to at least 30 likes, guys. So we're doing this thing called Bass for Cash. Make sure you guys pay attention to the chat. And also, if you have any questions about how we do this thing called Bass for Cash, check out the description. I put details about how to participate, how to play. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash, guys. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. That is it. As I catch the fish, I will show you guys the fish on the scales. Let's see. I'm seeing a little something out there. Let's try a different bait real quick. I'm seeing some fish out here relating to the bottom. So let me see what we're gonna do. I want to see if I can get one on a swim bait, guys. Uh-oh, Hooked Up Fishing says, give this man some likes. Shout out to Hooked Up Fishing, coming in strong, supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate that. You know, Hooked Up Fishing, that makes you the sponsor of today's live stream at this point. Because, like I say each week, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or support of the channel, I mean, some people are gifting memberships to you guys. All kinds of good stuff goes on in the chat. But whoever does that shows the biggest support of the channel is the sponsor of the channel. Because this channel is supported by you guys, the viewers, subscribers, people that slide through every once in a while just to see what Bass for Cash is. And it's like, hey, is that Bass for Cash thing real? Yes, sir, it sure is. There's quite a few people in the chat that have won before, but want to give credit where credit is due. Big shout out to Hooked Up Fishing. If you guys could put hooked up in the chat. Hooked up is like, let's get this thing started. Where are the likes at? Shout out to the Mass Bass Tid tuning in. We got Yoda back in here. Yoda says Manchester, UK in the house. In the house, Manchester, UK. Did anybody get that? In the house, Manchester, UK. Steven says, try that swim bait. Teresa said, hey, you know, it doesn't cost anything to like. Just go ahead and hit that like button, guys. It doesn't cost a thing. It won't hurt your fingers to double tap the screen. All right, let's see. Gaming Channel says, you better catch me some dinner tonight. Oh, man, these fish are my partners in crime. I send them back so that they can come back and bite again the next day. That's the game plan. Today's current sponsor, shout out to Alexandra Corbett. She put it right in there for you guys to make it easy to see. Today's current sponsor, live stream sponsor, is Hooked Up Fishing. All right, Fish in the Desert says, how big was the largest fish you've ever caught? So my biggest spotted bass was a 1 pound, was a 5 pound, 11 ounce fish. I was about to tell you the biggest fish that Chicken Hawk ever caught. And then the biggest largemouth that I caught was 8.56 pounds. And both of those were caught the Friday before I was actually fishing the tournament. So neither one of those counted in the tournament that I was getting ready for. The biggest striper that I've caught is around 15 pounds, something like that, around 15 pounds. Shout out to TC219 Troll says, what's up, money? Hope you get them. Oh, yeah, we're just out here to catch maybe 1 or 2 little fishes so people can see if they can win some of this bass for cash. If anybody wants into this cash that's in that pot. Now, you guys saw Alexandra put the payout in the chat for you right now because who was it again? Jeffrey Stevenson did not come back and claim his prize. So that jackpot is currently at $100, guys. And now look what I just caught. I caught a line with a sinker on it. So the jackpot is currently at, throw that down there and throw it in the trash later. The jackpot currently contains $100 in it. And we're going to pay that out in increments. So for each fish that I catch, if you guess the exact weight of that fish, then you will walk away with a smooth $20 bill. We break it up in increments for you guys. All right. So you get 1 guess per fish, everybody. Make sure you just put your 1 guess in there because Alexandria, man, she might hurt your feelings. She will DQ you if she sees that you put more than 1 guess in the chat. All right. So you get 1 guess per fish. All you have to do is guess the exact weight once you see scales are open, and you will win a nice $20 bill. Now, the members of the channel, if you guys take a look, you see some people in here like Steve Wimpy has that badge right next to his name. The people that have a badge next to their name, the members of the channel, they get 2 guesses per fish. 2 guesses per fish. So if you're a member of the channel, you have twice the chance to win. And also, the payout for the members of the channel. The payout for the members of the channel is a nice and easy $40 bill. $40 sent straight to you guys. All right, so we get on this channel. We have a little fun. We talk about different topics depending on what you guys are talking about in the chat. It's very live and very interactive. All right. Down Ray says, can he gift me a guess? I don't know how that works. Can you get gifted a guess? Steven says, come on, man, let's get some gas. Some bass, some gas. All right, Hooked Up Fishing says, try a drop shot. I have a drop shot on deck. We'll be trying that in just a minute. We'll be trying a few different things. All right, let's see. So I was really wanting to catch them on a spoon, on a swim bait. But we'll try something a little different, guys. We'll head back to the same thing for a quick minute. But I want to catch them on a few different baits today, just so I can be prepared, because I don't know if you guys were watching last week, when I was supposed to be preparing for my tournament. But you guys were like, no, we don't want you to prepare for your tournament. Shout out to Down Rage Hunting. Says, I'm subbed. Really appreciate it. That's right. All it takes is to be a subscriber to participate in Bass for Cash. You do not have to pay a thing. It is free. All you have to do is subscribe, and it is free to subscribe. And I thought we might have had one right there, guys. But I think the boat was kind of drifting. Made it look like we might have had a mouthpiece on that end of that bait. Steven says, are you throwing the shaky head? Yes, sir. I'm throwing that shaky head right now, but I'm going to switch it back up in a second. I saw something that made me want to throw this shaky head real quick. Shout out to K-Man. Says, great channel. Make sure you are subscribed, K-Man. I want to see if K-Man can win some of this money. It's nice and easy, K-Man. All you have to do is guess the weight of the fish. That's it. But who was that earlier that said, come on, bro, you got to catch a fish first? That is correct. I need to get a fish to the boat first. So we've been out here for a little over 20 minutes. So we're just getting started, guys. And it's a little chilly today. But we'll see what we can make happen. Stevenson says, that's right, my dude. Next cast bass, I go. Let me see. I got faith in you. All right. Really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, we're going to make some things happen. We're going to make some things happen. So things have kind of changed as far as the bite goes nowadays, guys. I mean, I know you guys saw that tournament that we were that we had on Tuesday of last week. Man, what is today? Today's Monday, right? Yeah, Tuesday of last week. We had that tournament, and it was tough. All right, here's a fish right here sitting right under the boat, about 30 feet down. So we're going to drop this spoon down. Uh-oh. Let's see if you can see it. There's the spoon, guys. You see that spoon go down there? I'm going to jig that spoon right above his head. See if he's going to come up and get it. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Can you see him? There's the fish right there. And that little blip is my spoon. It's kind of going in and out of the beam because I'm drifting. We'll see. We'll see if it wants it. Sitting in 35 feet of water. That fish is kind of suspended, though. Bobby Smith says, I'm always late. Did I miss it? Yeah, Bobby, you've already missed it, man. There's already been 3 winners, and you didn't get anything, Bobby. Why were you late? Nah, just joking, Bobby. We're just getting started. I've been out here for maybe about 20 minutes or so. Haven't caught anything yet. Today we're going to be focusing on like an offshore spoon bite. I want to get some of these fish that are kind of down in these ditches relating to the bottom. See if I can get them to come off of the bottom and hit this spoon. I just found a suspended fish just a second ago. Drew says, you got some stank on it? Steven says, my good friend used to say, something's going to snap, something's going to crack, and something's going to pop. We'll see. Hopefully it's the right thing. Hopefully it's not bones. Hopefully it's some fish getting snapped and cracked, right? All right, it's Jeffrey Stevenson in the chat. We would like to get your payment to you from yesterday's Bass for Cash. That is correct. So if you guys remember, if anybody was on here yesterday, Jeffrey Stevenson won, but he never sent his payment information. So we got to have some payment information in order to get you paid. Hooked Up Fishing says, what year model is your boat? I'll give you guys a quick boat tour in just a second. So this is a Nitro Z20. A 2020 Nitro Z20. Kylan says, are you fishing for largemouth bass? Yeah, I mean, so generally I will catch spotted bass and largemouth bass, but for the most part, it's spotted bass or what I catch the majority of the time, especially based on the location where I'm at on this lake. Bottom Line Outdoors says, hey, you should try blade bait. Hit them in the mouth with a blade bait. We're gonna try a few different baits out here today. But yeah, I really want to catch one on a spoon. Just kind of my way of getting revenge for that fish that got away on me this past weekend. Well, I mean last week on that tournament. Steven says, why am I only seeing my comments? I don't know, Steven. You should be seeing everybody's comments. There's a lot of people putting comments in there. Hooked Up Fishing says, that's a nice boat. I got a 2002 Tracker V14. It's not a big bass boat, but it gets me from point A to point B. That's right. If it gets the job done, then you're all good. That's all you need. I mean, before I had a boat, I mean, I'd go out on the inner tube if I got a chance to. It's anything that could get me out there floating, I was all for it. It did not matter. Cotton says, do you do fishing for any species? Yeah, right now, what we're focusing on are spotted bass and largemouth bass. But more than likely, like I was saying earlier, it's probably going to be spotted bass. K-Man says, where are you? It's below 10 in upstate New York right now. Well, I'm a little south of New York. I'm down here in Georgia, fishing this lake we call Lake Lanier, Georgia. So, yeah, it's a little chilly out here. So we just checked the temp a minute ago. It's sitting around 43 degrees. The wind chill makes it about, what did it say, guys? 37 degrees or 39 degrees, something like that. 39 degrees, I think. So it's a little chilly out here, but hey, if I don't come out here and catch a fish or two, do this thing called Bass for Cash, you guys won't get a chance to win. So I got to come out here and see if anybody can guess the weight of these fish, right? And it's fun. Fishing is fun. I guess that's kind of plain and simple, right? Fishing is fun. All right, Steven says, let me see, comments are back. That's weird. All right, so you lost your comments for a minute. All right, Colin says, do you eat the spotted bass? No, I do not. I throw those fish back. Bobby says, slow roller underspin in those ditches. Yeah, we're going to hit them with the underspin. Well, no, let me see. No, I don't have an underspin. I'm just throwing just a plain, just a little paddle tail minnow with a jig head on it. So I don't have an underspin on there today. All right, make sure you have hit that like button. All you have to do is double tap the screen. Hooked Up Fishing says, what motor do you have? I'll show you the motor and everything. Rapstar says, how many have you caught? I was just feeling a little something. I've caught none, but I've set the hook on, I think, 2 imaginary fish so far. So we haven't been out here long, guys. We're just getting started. So for each fish I get to the boat, for those that do not know, we're doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where once I get the fish to the boat, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. Now, you definitely have to be a subscriber because we go into subscriber only mode once I get a fish to the boat, all right? Once we go into subscriber only mode, if you are not subscribed, you will not be able to log any of you. Well, you won't be able to log your guests in the chat and participate in Bass for Cash, which will be a travesty. You get 1 guest per fish, guys. Make sure you read the rules and regulations. The rules of engagement are in the chat. And also, you will see those rules of engagement in the comments. Alexandra's putting that information in there every once in a while for you guys. Let's see, what's the other thing? My drop shot. Let's get this drop shot ready too. So yeah, I missed a fish on the drop shot. I also missed one on what was the other thing I missed? It on the spoon. So what I want to do is get back out here and seek revenge. Today I'm seeking revenge. So I want to catch these fish on a drop shot and a spoon. So that's the goal, to catch 1 fish on a drop shot and 1 fish on a spoon. John Joe says that special sauce. Oh yeah, I had to hit him in the mouth with that special sauce. John Joe says, what is that stuff? That stuff is stank. I put some stank on it, John. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. How many have you caught? Haven't caught anything yet. We're just getting started. John Joe says, come on, big green pickles. I need to guess the weight. We have D's Outdoors checking in. Steven says, let me see. Merry Christmas to everyone. I got to go. Catch them tanks, money, and y'all have a blast. Shout out to Steven. Glad you could tune in for a quick minute or two and hang out with us. K-Man says, what brand of fishing do you trust the most? So what specific, are you talking about a rod, a reel, a lure? Be a little more specific for me. We have Joshua L says, you can't fish. Ned rig all crooked and whatnot. I'm trying to catch a crooked mouth fish. So it just depends on the way the fish's mouth is shaped. You know, if the fish isn't holding his mouth right, then I got the correct bait on there. Rapstar says, what is Bass for Cash? What is that? Oh, Alexandra already put it in there. All right, so Bass for Cash is this thing we do to get out here and have a little fun. You know, I get to fish. You guys get to, you know, talk in the chat, have a good time in the chat. And as I catch fish, what I do is I'll hold the fish up. I'll show it to you, put it on a measuring board, let you kind of get the length, the width, the girth of that fish. And all you have to do is guess the exact weight of that fish. You will get one guess per fish. If you guess the exact weight, then you will win a cash prize. Right now, the total pot is at $100, right? So there's $100 available for somebody to win. But that pot is broke up into increments. So for each fish that is caught and each fish that you guess the exact weight on. All right, there we go, guys. My fingers were cold. And it's a good one. Oh, yeah, it's fighting. He's like, MoneyBass, that's my mouth. MoneyBass, do you have that bait in my mouth? I sure do. These people want to play this thing we call Bass for Cash, and we're getting it started. Can you see him down there? Can you see that fish down there? It's fighting. It's like I'm a fighter. I got a little weight on me. Let's see if we can flip him in the camera, guys. Bam! Did you see the flipalization? Kapow! Right in that mouthpiece. Okay, it looks like it might be one of those official Bass for Cash fish right there. What do you think about it? Now, for anybody that was wondering what is going on with this thing we call Bass for Cash, you're about to find out. There we go. Rapstar said yes. Now, who in the chat is, the Unreal Agent is back. The Unreal Agent is back. The Unreal Agent, you came back just in time, so you know the rules of engagement. All right, so let's go ahead and put this fish on the scale real quick and make sure it's official. Now, for Bass for Cash, all they have to do is be 14 inches. And I think little buddy right here is going to make it. We don't need the biggins. We just need them to be 14 inches or better. Look at it. It's hitting right about 15, a little under 15. So it's official, guys. Bass for Cash is about to happen. Make sure you guys have already subscribed to the channel. If you have not subscribed, you can't play. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash, all right? All right, so we're going to go ahead. I've already showed the fish to you guys. Now, of course, you know we're going to have to get the likes up. I always tell you guys, don't waste the time. Go ahead and get the likes up because the likes have to be up before we get started. All right, so here we go, guys. We got a little fish right here to the boat. Now, this fish right here could be worth up to $40, right? Now, let me tell you guys the quick lay of the land. First, make sure you have double tapped the screen and hit that like button. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. Type the word like in the chat. All right? Let's see. I'm just looking for the word like to start popping in that chat, guys. I want to see who has already hit that like button. Shout out to Jeff Newell. He says the bendation is real. That is correct. That is correct, sir. The bendation is real. Just like Bass for Cash. The bendation is real. All right, so while we're going through this, now let's see how are the likes looking. We're at 51 likes. Now, as I told you guys, this is a little chilly out here. Your partner's hands are cold. You saw me put my hands in that cold water. And I'm out here doing this for you guys, so you guys can walk away with some of this Christmas cash, so you can get out there and buy some presents, or maybe just buy yourself something. Let's go ahead and put a little more stank on it, guys. All right, so yeah, Bass for Cash. Make sure you have double tapped the screen. That way you have liked the live stream. Next, what you have to do is subscribe. You definitely have to be subscribed. You get one guess per fish, all right? If you put more than one guess in the chat for the size of that fish, you will be disqualified. Now, I know you guys see Alexandria in the chat. Now, she's quick to disqualify you. She will hit you with the DQ loud and clear. She will hit you with the DQ loud and clear right there so everybody can see it. All right, so you get one guess per fish. Now, membership has its privileges, guys. You see some people in the chat with those badges next to their name, like Voodoo, like Michael Dean, like Alexandria Corbett. Who else do we have in the chat? That's a member of the Money Team. Where you at? Where you at, guys? I see all those likes coming in. Really appreciate that. Man, you guys are rolling. Voodoo, shout out to Voodoo. Just gifted a membership to the Casual Bass Guy. All right, so we're gonna fish for a second, and I have to make it. I have to make a decision. How many likes do we need? Shout out to Voodoo. Is Casual Bass Guy in the chat? Because Casual Bass Guy just received a membership. Casual Bass Guy is now a member of the Money Team. And what I was saying is the members of the channel, the members of the Money Team, they get 2 guesses per fish. So they have twice the chance to win. Now, the payout for this first fish, whoever guesses the exact weight, man, my fingers were cold. It was hard for me to reel that fish in. So whoever guesses the exact weight is going to walk away with a $20 bill, all right? Now, if you are a member of the Money Team, you not only get 2 guesses, but your payout is going to be $40. $40 will be your payout, okay, guys? All right, so if you have any questions, I'm just looking at you guys in the chat. Shout out to Pale Rider. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you check out those messages. Alexandria Corbett, she's in there dropping some knowledge for you guys so you'll know the rules of engagement. And also, the information is in the description. Rapstar says, how much is a membership? How much is it to become a member of the Money Team, guys? Somebody put the cost of a membership in the chat. So with a membership, you guys get access to a lot of members-only content. So there's a lot of members-only videos. We do members-only live streams. And obviously, it makes you stand out in the chat. John Joe says it's $200. No, it's not, John. John said it's $200. But I guess if you have $2, then it might as well be $200 because it's the same thing, right? Either way, you don't have enough. But yeah, membership is not much at all, guys. And that is for the people that just want to support the channel. I try to offer, a few extra things for you guys just for supporting the channel. So really, really appreciate that. All right. Look at Tony 450. He says, redheaded stepchild, as usual, still did not get that free membership. All right, let's see, guys. Ray's Outdoor says, okay, guys, I have invented a new tool for guys for the winter. Do you guys want to know what it is? Uh-oh, I don't know, Ray's Outdoors. I don't know. John Joe says, I got my guest ready. I need to win this money. John Joe says, can't lose again. All right, let's see. So we are at 57 likes, guys. We're at 57 likes. Let's do 70. We need 70 likes. Who has not hit the like button? I think there's quite a few of you in here that have not hit the like button. All we need is 13 more likes. So some of you have come through, hit that like button, and took off because you didn't realize that Bass for Cash was getting started early today. If you have hit the like button, go ahead and type the word like in the chat for me again. So we're at 50. We only need 13 more likes, guys. We just need 13 more likes. We have, what is that? God of my PW. May the truth of God and faith, let me see, put into Jesus. I believe you'll get 70 likes. Oh, man, guys, I thought that was a fish. It tricked me. It tricked me. I felt a tappy tap. I thought it was a mouthpiece, but I think it was a branch piece. I think I was about to catch a stick fish, guys. But it felt good. Let's get back down there. It felt good. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. Shout out to Voodoo for gifting that membership. All right, I see you guys hitting that like button. Really appreciate that. We're at 60 likes. All we need is 10 more. We need to find out who are the varmints that are in the chat that have not hit that like button. What kind of varmint would come into this chat and not double tap the screen to hit that like button? Likes are free, just like subscribing and just like participating in Bass for Cash. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't cost a thing to participate, guys. So we need 70 likes. We just need 10 more likes and that's it. Once we get those 10 more likes, then we're going to weigh that fish in the live well. And whoever guesses the exact weight of that fish is going to be the winner of a nice $20 bill. But again, remember, the members of the money team, they get 2 guesses per fish. And they also get a nice and easy $40 payout. Membership does have its privileges. Gary says, can you hear me? Is my phone working? What's going on, Gary? Shout out to Hippie Dave. Hippie Dave says, I'm back. I'm back to claim another prize. Now, in the chat, who has won before? If you have won a Bass for Cash payout, put I won and put the amount that you won. Shout out to Alexandra. She's dropping the information in there. I always have to give big shout outs to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. SWAT Lawn Operations is a very big supporter and contributor of the show. SWAT Lawn Operations is based out of Conyers, Georgia, and services all surrounding metro areas. Now, they are an outdoor lawn and landscaping company, guys. So if you have any residential or business needs in that area, make sure you reach out to them. They can be reached at 404-423-5131. And you can get a little cash on the side, too, because they do referral fees. They pay out referrals, too, guys. So make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Unreal Agent says, I lost. How did you lose? We didn't even start yet. All we need is 5 more likes, guys. Hooked Up Fishing says, I have to go rip some lips of myself. Merry Christmas, everybody. Shout out to Hooked Up Fishing. Really, really appreciate the super chats and super stickers, Hooked Up Fishing. I want to give a big shout out to Voodoo. Voodoo is the current sponsor of today's live stream. Gifted that membership. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Chef Boy says, I won $40. Who else has won in the chat? John Joe says, I'm broke. I need this $20. All right, you got to get out here and make it happen. All right, we still need 4 more likes. Let's keep on inching around, moving around a little bit, seeing what else we can see. Let's see. So I caught one on a shaky head. Let's see, guys. Should I catch one on a swim bait or a drop shot next? What do you guys want? Shout out to the Money Team. Membership does have its privileges. I'll let the Money Team members take a vote in there while we wait for these likes to get up. So this is the drop shot right here. Has a weight on it and then has a little imitation minnow on there. Then the other one is a paddle tail swim bait. So which one do you guys want? Do you want the drop shot or the paddle tail? Shout out to the Money Team. Karen says, hit him with the drop shot. John Joe says drop shot. Steven says drop. Man, you guys want that drop shot. Junior Martinez says he wants that swim bait, but it looks like the drop shot's winning. It looks like they... Okay, guys, let's go out a little bit deeper and get right on top of one of these fish and hit them in the head. See if we can hit them in the head with a drop shot. So the goal for today is to catch 1 fish on the drop shot and 1 fish on that spoon. What's going on, Trey? Trey says, you using that Mega Live 2? I'm using Mega Live 1. My Mega Live 1 is out here getting me baits right in that fish's mouthpiece. I'm getting them to the boat with it. John Joe says 2 more likes and we're in there. John Joe says, come on, guys, like that stream. I need that $20. Oh, I know what else I need to see in the chat. I need you guys to put FishXLive.com in the chat. FishXLive.com. Who went and set up their free account that I told you guys about? In just a second, I'm actually going to show you guys how I use that. Once we get those 70 likes, I'll show you how I use FishXLive. We'll go ahead and get that fish logged in. That's right. Shout out to FishXLive.com, guys. All right, so you guys wanted a drop shot fish. So now I'm out here looking around. We're scouting. We're moving. I'm looking around, seeing if I can find a drop shot fish for you guys. Rapstar says like. Come on, what are you waiting on? We need you guys to tap that like button. All right, so we're going to try to hit these fish in the head at about 30 to 40 feet down. John Joe says 1 more like. We just need 1 more like, guys. We can do it. You can do it. All right, let's see. I'm not on top of any fish, guys. It looks like Junior Martinez may get his wish granted. I was trying to see if we could get right on top of some fish, but I kind of see some out here that I want to cast to real quick. Down Ray Hunting says 70. We did it. He says, hey, bud, we're ready to do that thing called Bass for Cash. All right, so before we do that, does anybody know what I need to do before we go ahead and do this thing we call Bass for Cash? Does anybody have a guess what it is that I'm about to do before we do this thing we call Bass for Cash? Anybody, somebody? Does anybody know? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Unreal Agent, you've been here before. Unreal Agent knows the deal. Says 1 more cast. Teresa says, and let me see, it does. It costs nothing to like. Oh, it doesn't cost anything to like. That is right. Alexandra says 1 extended cast. So this cast won't be extended because I'm going to throw this swim bait out there. All right, so let's do 1 more cast. Oh, my goodness, guys. Look at that fish right there. You know I got to try him. And you guys wanted the drop shot. So let's see if I can hit him in the mouthpiece with that drop shot, guys. All right, look at that. There's the drop shot going right down to that fish. Is that fish going to go down? Look at it. It went down. It went down to that drop shot, guys. Now let's just hold on and see. Let's see. Does he want it? Does he want it? Does he want it? Come on, bud. Just go ahead and hit me with the little tappy tap. That's all I need. Just put your mouth on it. It's still down there. It's still down there. Oh my goodness, it's still down there. Let me show you guys. So there's the fish right there. And my bait sitting right there too. So it's down there. John Joe says, no, he doesn't want it. Weigh. He said he doesn't want it. Go ahead and weigh that fish. John Joe says, stop playing with my emotions. You're playing with my money, Bass. Don't play with my emotions like that. Oh my goodness, it didn't take it, guys. It didn't take it. Can you believe it? But wait a minute, guys. Alexandria called it one extended cast. But listen, if I get another fish to the boat for you, it gives you another chance to win. Because remember, there's going to be some more money in the pot. So let's see if we can get another one. See, take a look. There's the fish right here. Here's my spoon coming down here. But there's other fish down there. Let's move up just a little bit. Rapstar says, reel up for 5 seconds, count to 5, and drop it right back down there. And pow, right in that fish's mouthpiece. That's all it'll take, Money Bass. 5 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I thought he was going to get it. There we go. There we go, guys. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. They were fighting over it, guys. They were fighting. Oh, my goodness. Do you see that? Does anybody? Oh, my goodness. And it's a good fish. It's a good one. It's a good one. I got to get the net. I got to get the net. Because it's fighting, guys. It's fighting. Ah! Ah! Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Oh, my God. Is anybody looking? Did anybody see what we just did? Do you see the mouthpiece on that? Now, that's what we call bendation. The bendation is real. Just like that thing that we call bass for cash. Now, I know John Joe was like, hey, man, go ahead and weigh that fish. But if I weighed that fish, guess what? I wouldn't have caught this one. I wouldn't have caught it. Do you see that right there? Do you see that right there? Let me go ahead and hold it up so you guys can take a good look at it. What do they call it? Take a gander at that right there. Look at the stomach on her. She's like, oh my goodness, Money Bass. My stomach is fat because I've been eating good. She's trying to fight me. Don't bite me, baby. Do you see it? Do you see the stomach on her? She's like, oh yeah, I'm a fatty. They call me Fat Fat. That's my nickname. My nickname is Fat Fat. All right, guys. There we go. We got another one to the boat, and it's a good one. We got a good one. Now, let me just show you something. Let me show you a little something. Let me show you the size difference. Let me show you the size difference. Oh, my goodness. Look at that right there. Do you see the difference in size? It's a big one. Let's go ahead and put this. So this is fish number 1. We're going to weigh this one first. Oh, my goodness. Corey says, whoa. Says, woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's a big one. She's a nice one right there. Let's go ahead and put her on. Put her on this yellow coal tag. All right. That right there might be a $40 bill for somebody. Who's going to guess the weight of that fish? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the bendation? Did you guys put bendation in the chat? Let me look back in the chat and see real quick and see what you guys were talking about. Rapstar says 5 seconds. Hit him in the mouth with that 5 seconds. Oh yeah, we gotta go into the boat. I'm just looking in the chat real quick. I want to participate. I want to see what you guys are talking about. Gary says, are we live? Oh yeah, we're live. Yes, sir. Frisco says a broke clock is always right twice a day. Money Bass said 1 more cast. Was that still 1 more cast? All right, so this is a question for the money team. Let me hop in the chat real quick and see. John Joe says bendation equals big girth. That's right, bendation leads to girthification. You guys know how it goes. John Joe says they are having a conversation right now. Will you hold them up side by side? You saw it. You saw it. Steve Wimpy said, now that's some girthification right there. That is some girthification. It was It sure is. All right, so this is the question in the chat. There's some more fish down there. If you try to guess the weight of that fish and you get it wrong, guess what? You don't get anything. Now, do you guys want me to try to catch one more real quick or go ahead and weigh the fish? So Money Team members, the people with the badges next to their name, put weigh the fish or one more cast. What do you guys want? Weigh the fish or one more cast? And there are some big ones down there. Oh my goodness, that's a big one right there. Downray says one more cast. He wants me to get another one to the boat. And I do too. Those fish were fighting over it, guys. All right, you guys are saying one more cast, one more cast. All right, we'll get another one to the boat. Shout out to Karen. Karen hit me with the one more cast. She said one more cast, Money Bass. Man, I knew they were about to hit it, guys. I saw them, those fish saw that spoon, and they were like, oh my God, that looks tasty. It looks good, Money Bass. Let me take a bite of that. So I'm like, go ahead and take a bite, girl. Go ahead and put your mouth on it. You know you like it. You know you want a bite of that spoon right there. Had to put a little stank on it for them. All right, so I'm letting that thing sit on the bottom, guys. Michael Dean said one more. Shout out to Jeff Newell. He says, get him, dog. Shout out to Jeff Newell. He is one of the contributors for that payout that you guys see. There's $100 in that payout pot. And I believe 50 of that came from Jeff Newell. Everybody put J New in the chat. He contributed a large portion of that payout. Now we're about to find out if anybody wants to win any of that. But everybody put J New in the chat. I need to see the name J New in the chat, guys. Uh-oh. And look, I maybe need to get a new spoon because I wasn't paying attention. And I got my spoon tied up, guys. Oh, my goodness. And it's down there in about 50 feet of water. So the chances of me getting that is slim to none. And I think Slim may be out of town. Oh, my goodness. My spoon is gone. My spoon is gone, guys. Did I get it loose? Okay, I knocked it loose. Oh, my goodness. I got it back. We got it back, guys. We got the spoon back. All right, so here we go. Shout out to Jeff Newell. And there were 3 other people that contributed that day, too. So I can't remember the names, but you know I definitely need to go back and look it up. All right, so here we go. I need everybody to put FishXLive in the chat. FishXLive. I'm about to show you guys these 2 fish. We're about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. After I show you guys how, oh my goodness, did you see it? She's in there going crazy. She tried to jump out. Let me grab her. Oh, shoot. Did you see what it just did? Man, she got me. All right, let me show you guys the size difference. So just look at that right there, the size difference. Do you see that? Now look at the girth. Look at the girth on this one right here. Oh my goodness. Let's just overlay the 2 of them. Look at that. Look at her stomach sticking out. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys how we do this thing with FishXLive, all right? Oh man, she won't stop splashing. All right, so FishXLive is an app that I use, guys. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, how do I get out here, locate, and get back on these fish so fast, right? So let me show you. Right now, everybody that is watching, you guys can set up a free account. I still have it to where you guys can get on there and set up a free account. All you have to do is go to, let's see, FishXLive.com. And there you go, FishXLive.com, guys. This is the app that I use in order to track these fish, be able to come out here and get right back on my locations, all right? Now, let me show you how it works. As soon as you go to this, you can read on it. You can see some information about the app. And what we're gonna do is use this portion of it called the Journal of Catches. So the Journal of Catches. So let's go back up here. We're gonna download this app. As soon as you click that download button, there it goes, just that quick and easy. You can download that app for free. And that's your partner right there. That's that dude they call MoneyBass. That's me. All right. So you can have your information in there. You can see the tournaments that you participated in. But what we're looking at right here is this Journal of Catches. So we're going to go to Journal of Catches. And these are the fish that I've been out here. Well, let's see. Let's go back to it. These are the fish that I've been out here catching right here. So you can see a bunch of these fish, right? So now I'm going to log this fish in here. So we're going to go up here. Let's go ahead and close that right now because she keeps splashing me. All right, so make sure you guys are following along. Go to FishXLive.com, all right? So once you get to FishXLive, we're going to go in here. I am on Lake Lanier. So we're going to put that in here, Lake Lanier. The species of fish, that is a nice spotted bass, but we're doing that. We're doing the first one that I caught. So pounds, we haven't weighed it yet. So I'm just going to put a 1 in there, all right? So that's the pounds, and I did measure it. What was that fish? It was about 15 inches. All right, and then a picture of the fish. So now let's do this. Now let's switch to camera. And we're going to put it right on the measuring board. As soon as we finish doing this, guys, we are going to weigh that fish. So this is the first fish that we're going to weigh. So make sure you guys are paying. Oh, my goodness. Make sure you guys are paying attention. So we're going to take a picture of this fish. I'm just going to put it on the measuring board so that way you guys can see how big that fish is. All right, so there we go. We have it lined up right at the front of that board. And you see back here, it comes right to about 15 inches. All right, so here we go. We're going to snap a quick picture of this fish. Bam. All right, so we got a picture of that fish. Let's put it back in the live well for now. All right, so now we have a picture of that fish. All right, so now we're at this app. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to choose that picture of that fish right there. Also, this is the other thing. There's a private area on here where you can store your information where nobody else can see it. So we're going to track the location. Let's see if I got everything else filled out on there. Spotted bass. All right, now a picture of the lure. Let's go ahead and put a picture of the lure. So that was the spoon. The water temp. Let's just go up here real quick. We see that water temp is sitting on 51.5. So let's put that in there, 51.5. The weather out here, let's just go with, goodness, it's sunny. Let me just show you guys real quick. You see that sun up there shining bright? There's no overcast or anything out here. So we're going to go with sunny on that. And let's see, water clarity on this lake. The water is clear. Wind is 0 to 5 miles per hour. So there's basically no wind out here. Let's see. Let's just go with 51 degrees on that water temp. All right, and then notes. So you can enter notes. So that fish was caught, that was closer to the bank. So you can type a note in here. So we're going to put that it was shallow on a point relating. And you know what? I used the wrong bait for the picture. Relating to the bottom. So there was some structure on the bottom down over there whenever I caught it. So that's the note right there that I put in there, shallow on a point relating to the bottom. And I actually used the wrong picture for the bait. But I can go back and change that later, guys, because I know you guys want to see this fish. I know you guys want to get the weight on. But this is the bait that I caught that first fish with. So all I do is just go back in there and change that. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now real quick. Let's get this bait out. So this is what I caught that first fish on, just a little shaky head bait. So we'll take a picture of that. And now let's go back into this app and change that picture out. Got to get it right. So we'll change that picture. Delete that picture of lure. Bam. Just that quick and easy to change that and update it. All right, so now we're going to submit it. And so we just submitted that catch. It goes into the Let's see, where did I put it at? Oh my goodness, did I hit the wrong button? Did I hit the wrong button, guys? Let's see. Today is December, there it goes, December 23rd. So this is that fish right here that we just logged in here. So now let me just show you guys everything. So there's the picture of the fish. You see the date we caught it right there. You see I put 1 pound, but remember guys, that is not the actual weight. We're about to weigh that fish to see who can win this Bass for Cash. I have the length logged in there. This is the note that I put, so you can put more information in there for the notes if you want, but shallow on points relating to the bottom. And then I caught it with this shaky head right here. So if you wanted to see the full picture of that shaky head, let me see. Open the background, but that's the shaky head picture. And then the other thing that I was telling you guys, so it shows a map, so you can zoom in on that map so that you can see the location where you caught the fish at. And that's it, guys. So like I said, this is what I use to log my catches, to keep track of it, like the water temp, the time of the year. And basically, well, let me just show you guys this other thing. So this is December. So now look at all of these catches that I have in here. I have catches, I have 4 tabs worth of catches in here. But what I do is whenever I'm about to go out to a lake, I can search by lake. Like this is Lanier, for example. So we put Lanier in there, and then it'll show my catches from Lanier. All right, you guys see that? So it'll show my catches from Lanier. But what I do is I'll go in here and I'll just search by the month, because I know the month is going to tell me more information, because I could be on different lakes and still search, fish the same pattern. So now when I come in here, these are the only ones that I have logged in here for this month. But look, you guys remember me catching that one? What was that? That was on the 13th. I know you guys remember that one right there. So that fish is the same thing. So I caught that fish right there, caught it on that swim bait. I know you guys remember that. And it was kind of the same thing, 53 degrees, clear, a little overcast, and then it has a map. So I could go right back to that same location and see if those fish are still schooled up on that point. So that is FishXLive. I wanted to show you guys that. All right, so now take a look at the chat. Some people have dropped off for a quick second because they're like, hey, man, is he really going to weigh it? But now, Alexandria, are you in there? I just need you to type ready in the chat. As soon as Alexandria puts ready in there, I'm going to show you guys this fish. And then you will have 2 minutes. So we're going into subscriber only mode now, guys. Let's see, subscribers. All right, so now we are in subscriber only mode. And she says ready. So now that she has said ready, guys, as soon as you guys see this fish, she is going to put scales open in the chat. All right, there you go, Alexandria. You can go ahead and hit them with the scales open. Once scales are open, you guys go ahead and start putting your guesses in the chat. You have 2 minutes from the time that you see scales open. Now, remember, you can only put 1 guess in per fish. Scales are officially open. There you go. There you go, guys. What is the weight of that fish right there? And let me just show you a little something. We'll put it back on the measuring board for you so you can see that fish is just a little under or right at 14 inches, somewhere around in there. The members of the money team, you get 2 guesses per fish. All right, so there we go. You guys have 2 minutes. So while you guys are putting your guesses in there for those 2 minutes, your partner MoneyBass is going to hop back up here and see if we can get another one to the boat. How about that? How's about that? Let's see, guys. We're going to get out here and see what we can find. See what we can see. All right, I see those guesses coming in. Shout out to Nathan. I see Gary in there. Fishing for dollars back in the chat. Good to see you. All right, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and stop right here. So there we go. So we got one on a spoon. So I told you guys I wanted to catch one on a spoon today. And I also wanted to catch one on a drop shot. So we're going to catch another one on a drop shot too, guys. We have, how do you pronounce that name? Is it Shrek? S-H-R-K? Shrek? All right, we're going to see if we can get another one to the boat, guys. Sharky. It is Sharky. All right. We have Sharky tuning in. Make sure you have hit Wait a minute. So you had to have hit that subscribe button. So did you see the fish, Sharky? Because these guys are putting their guess in there. And if you guess the exact weight of that fish, you can walk away with a nice $20 bill. Bass for Cash is happening right now. Sorry, it's a weird name. It's no problem, no problem. But Sharky, did you put your guess in the chat? Uh-oh. Who is that? Marius. You are disqualified. Oh, my goodness. Marius got hit with the DQ. Did you put more than one guess in the chat? If you put more than one guess in the chat, you will be DQ'd. The scales are now officially closed. John Joe, what are you laughing at? What is John down there laughing at? Oh, no. We have another DQ for the day. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. We're going to see. I know you guys want to see if anybody is going to win this Bass for Cash. Marius says, no, I put it together. Did you put two guesses in there, Marius? Is that what you did? All right, guys. I thought we were sitting on top of some fish. All right, so the scales are officially closed. Hopefully everybody got their guess in time because the scales are closed. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we are back, guys. Had to take a quick call. All right, so Marius, you said I put it together, 1.2 and 1.5. So that is two guesses. Those are two different guesses. Remember, subscribers, you get one guess. The members of the Money Team, if you have a badge next to your name, you get two guesses per fish. So if you put more than one guess in there and you're not a member of the Money Team, then you will be disqualified. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the rules of engagement that are in the description. But Marius, you don't have to sweat it, man, because we got another one in the live well. So Marius says, no, please, I want to complete my vote. So those are two different guesses, Marius. So yeah, you got to wait until the next one if you put more than one guess in there. And the reason we do that, we do not want to clog up the guesses, all right? Clog up the chat. All right, Frisco says, when I fish, my phone is in my console. Okay, all right, good deal. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Alexandra says there are multiple guesses. That is correct. So yeah, that is two. Downrange Hunter says, can't hear you. Oh yeah, I was out for a quick second. John Joe says, is that Chicken Hawk? No, sir. I don't think that was Chicken Hawk. All right, let's see who else. Nathan says, disqualified till the next fish. Bah, humbug. All right, let's see, guys. All right. So, are you guys ready to weigh the fish to see who has won that cash? Are you guys ready? John Joe says, weigh that pickle. But John Joe, guess what I have to do? Guess what I have to do before we weigh that pickle, as you call it? Do you know? Do you have an idea of what I'm going to do before we weigh that fish? Do you know? Luminary says, are we guessing? Sir, you just missed it. The scales just got closed, but we do have another one that we're about to weigh. All right. John Joe says, no last cast. No last cast. Unreal Agent knows the deal. One more cast. That is correct. So I'm about to make it happen. Let's see if I can get another one to the boat. Now, John Joe, see, if you don't win, you're going to be wishing that I had more fish in the boat already, right? Let's go ahead and just make a cast out there. Let it go down. So there we go. So that's a cast right there at 70 feet. And do you see it coming right down to where those fish are at, guys? Right all the way out there at 70 feet. Now, remember, this is the Mega Live 1. Everybody's talking about that Mega Live 2. So look at this. We're going to slow roll this thing like that. John Joe says, there's tons of fish there. Holy cow. He said there has to be about 15 fish. Let me make sure it's back down on the bottom. All right, we got him, guys. We got him. Look at that, just like that. John Joe, that's why we do one more cast right there. That's why we do one more cast, and he's fighting. He's like, he got me in my mouthpiece. He's like, MoneyBass, you got me. You got me, MoneyBass. But he's like, oh, I'm going to fight. I'm a fighter. Do you see the bendation? Do you see it? Now, I can't tell if this is a big one or not because he's fighting a little bit. He's a fighter. He's fighting. Did you see it down there swimming like a little shark? He's fighting. But now I got to get the net, guys. I got to get the net on him. John Joe saw it. He saw it. Oh, no. He jumped out of the net. Did you guys see that? Rapstar says the bendation is real. The bendation is real. It sure is. Now, let me show you guys a little something. Do you see the bait down there? All off in that mouthpiece. It swallowed it. It was like, let me take a bite of that. But look at the hook, guys. The hook is barely in there. Can you see that down in the roof of his mouth? Watch this. Pop. That hook came right out of there. Kapow. Another good one. It's a good one, guys. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Do you see that? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We having fun out here today, guys. All right, so we weighed the one on the white cold tag. We have the big one on the yellow cold tag. Let's go ahead and put another one on the green cold tag. So green is number 3. Nathan says, call him Chuck. Call him Chuck. It's like a payow right in that mouthpiece. All right, so we're about to, oh my goodness, guys. All right, now listen. All right, MoneyTeam, this is a question for you. You know what I'm about to ask you. John Joe said he saw about 15 fish down there. You guys have 3 chances to win right now. Somebody may be about to walk away with a $40 bill. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and weigh this fish. Let's go ahead and weigh it. Let's go ahead and weigh it. All right, Alexandra, are you ready? Are you ready? She says, let's weigh the fish. All right, so which one was it? There it goes right here, guys. Here it goes right here. So we're about to see, is somebody going to be walking away with a $40 bill, guys? Just that quick and easy. All right, so let's see what I think this fish weighs. I think this fish weighs 147. I'm feeling 147 on that one. All right, so we're going to clear this out, zero that scale out. Oh, my goodness. She said some of the guesses are gone. All right, guys, listen, Alexandra, you call it. Should we just go ahead and do another 2-minute weigh, and then I'll just weigh it real quick this time? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're still in subscriber only mode. All right, so what we'll do, because she said I took too long. I took too long. But I don't know why the guests, because we're in subscriber only mode. Generally, the guests don't come in there that quick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick reweigh, guys. All right, Alexandra, does that sound good? Just put 2 minutes on the clock, open up the scales, and as soon as we're done, I'm gonna weigh the fish right away. All right, Alexandra, you there? Okay, there we go. All right, that sounds good. All right, go ahead and put scales open, and we're gonna weigh this fish in 2 minutes. So we're gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the fish. She's gonna open the scales. So we're doing a recalibration. Scales are officially open. Here we go. So this is this fish that you're weighing, that we're guessing on right here, guys. In 2 minutes. So we're not doing a last cash. We're not doing any of that stuff this time. I guess we have too many people in the chat now. So we're growing. We're getting bigger. Shout out to the money team, guys. All right, put those guesses in there. In 2 minutes, we're going to weigh that fish. Weigh this fish right here. So we're not going to wait. All right, let's put him back in the water for now. So there he goes. You guys saw the length of it. and after you guys put your guesses in there, there's something that I want to tell you. John Joe says, I saw the girth. Unreal Agent hit it with the 189. Okay, Unreal Agent say, I'm in here today. Salted Fishing. Shout out to the money team back in the chat. All right, guys, so all we're doing is we're just waiting to see. We are waiting to see. Teresa Cole, 163. Salted Fishing. Wait a minute. Salted Fishing. Did you put your... All right, Salted Fishing. You just put your first guess for next time. Not this time, but next time, since you are a member of the money team, you get 2 guesses. But what you want to do is put your first guess, comma, your second guess. You don't have to separate them out like that. All right, Rap Star, don't put your guesses in there like that, because you might get DQ'd. You only put 1 guess in there. Even if it's the same guess, do not keep putting multiple guesses in there because you're spamming the chat. Alexandra might DQ you. Remember, you put 1 guess in the chat. We have to see what she's gonna do, Rap Star. We keep telling you guys, 1 guess. You put 1 guess in there. I don't know, Rap Star. Oh, Rap Star, she got you. She got you, Rap Star. I told you guys, 1 guess. You put 1 guess. Do not spam the chat because it makes her job harder. All right, so here we go, guys. We're weighing it quick. Now, some of you guys may have caught it that I had told you already what I thought my weight was. So I told you my guess on this is I went with a 147. All right. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I think it was around 147. Oh, my goodness. 148. So if anybody had paid attention to the guess that I gave you, you could have won. Because I guessed a 147 and it came in at 148. Oh, my goodness. Do you guys see that right there? All right, so now she's going through to see if there are any winners. Did anybody guess? Did anybody guess 148? Did anybody guess 148? Frisco says they need to be fizzed, going belly up. Yes, they do need to be fizzed, but I'm not going to leave these fish in here long, Frisco. We're going to put those fish back. Salted Fish says, I was off by 0.01. Chef Boy says, no winner. That was close. Already Edit says, no one did. Alexandra hit you guys with the no official winner. Nobody had 148. So let's go ahead and lock that one in on that first one. We're going to confirm that. So that's the first fish is 148, guys. Oh, my goodness. Nobody had it. Nobody got it. So that full pot is still there, guys. It is still there. And we still haven't seen Jeffrey from yesterday. All right, so we are at 92 likes. Alexandra, when should we weigh that next fish? How many likes do we need to weigh that next fish? Now remember, that next fish is the big fish. Man, nobody won. Nobody won. But you know what I want to know? Has anybody went and signed up for their free account to FishXLive? You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to offer some type of special incentive for the people that have already gone and signed up for their free account on FishXLive. Put FishXLive in the chat if you have set up a FishXLive account. All you have to do is go to FishXLive.com. If you have already set up a FishXLive account, put in FishXLive. Nobody really. Okay, shout out to Nobody Really. Who else has a FishXLive account? John Joe says he is owed $20. Who won? John Joe said nobody. So no. That is funny. So nobody won. And then shout out to Nobody Really. He says, yay, that means me. And then Nobody Really says I won. If nobody really won, that's me. Jeremy Pruitt says, can I see the fish? I just signed up for a FishXLive. Bass Boy, Alexandra says, you got one over on me. Uh-oh, what happened with Bass Boy? Was he supposed to be DQ'd? Is that what happened, Alexandra? Luminary says, nobody is the winner. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, let's see if we can get another one to the boat. All right, so what did we catch? We caught one on the, and I showed you guys, we logged that in on the shaky head. Then we caught one on the, okay, we caught one on a spoon, and then we caught the other one on the swim bait. So we're going to, Alexandra says he deleted one of his guesses. So he got away. He slid through the cracks. She's going to be keeping her eye on you now. She's like, She was like, you slid one by on me. Unreal Agent says, I have to go. All right, Unreal Agent, make sure you tune back in again. See if you get, you may get your chance to win on the next go round. You never know. You never know. All right, so let's see, guys. Oh, there's a fish right under the boat, and it's a good one. It's a real good one. Let me show you guys. Wait a minute. Let's see. Is that a fish or is that some structure? I can't tell because of the way that it's moving right now. But we're about to find out because there's my spoon right there. Yeah, that's that structure. I'm kind of off to the side of it, so I wasn't really registering it right. All right, so Alexandra, when should we weigh the next fish? Do we need a certain number of likes? What do you think? And where's Steve Wimpy at? Steve Wimpy's been kind of quiet. Oh, she said go ahead and weigh it now. All right. We'll go ahead and weigh it now. So do you want to do you want me to do the big one now? Or do the big one now or do the big one last? What do you think? Big one now or big one last? She says she's taking a nap. She says, I'm ready to get out of here. All right, guys, we're going to do 2 more. She says she's ready to take a nap. All right, Corey says weigh them in order. All right, Corey wants to go ahead and weigh the biggin. All right, let's go ahead and weigh the biggin real quick. All right, before we do that, guys, let me go ahead and log it into FishXLive. Now, remember, I told you guys this is how I keep track of these fish whenever I'm catching them. So let's see. I think I want to take a picture and be in the picture with this one. So this is the big one. And I caught that big one on that spoon, so we had that spoon ready. All right, so hold on. All right, Alexandra, she says, weigh the big one. Okay, so we're weighing the big one now. Let me just take myself a quick picture real quick for FishXLive, guys. And like I said, I want to know who has already signed up for an account on FishXLive. All right, let's do one more picture. All right, there we go. So we're gonna log that one into FishXLive real quick, and then we're gonna weigh it, guys. All right, so now we got that picture of that fish. All right, so now we go back to the app. Now remember, put FishXLive in the chat if you have already set up your FishXLive account, guys. Because I'm showing you guys how I do this whenever I come out here. I've been showing you the baits I've used and all of that good stuff. All right, so first I want to go in here and put Lake Lanier. Put FishXLive in the chat. All right, so that's Lake Lanier, species, spotted bass. And remember, guys, I'm not keeping these fish long. So this one, I don't know how much this fish is, the weight yet. So what I'm gonna do is just put a weight in here and go back and change it later, because I don't want to give you guys any tips on how much I think it is. But I think that fish is probably gonna be about 18 inches. Picture of the fish. There we go. We got a picture of that fish. Then I turn this location on. That kind of lets me know where I'm going to be at. It's going to give me the area of the lake where I'm at. And then that fish was caught on a spoon in 40 feet of water. Spoon in 40 feet. And there was a school of them fighting over it, basically. So let's type that in there. So these are my notes. So whenever I go back, and especially this time of year, I'll be able to know exactly what I was fishing and just go straight to it. School of fish fighting over lure, and they were on the bottom. Fighting over lure on the bottom. All right. And then a picture of the lure. You guys saw I caught that on that spoon right there. Water temp. What was the water temp, guys? All right, that water temp is 51 degrees. 51 degrees. The weather today, let's put sunny, but it's sunny and cold out here. Water clarity is clear. The wind is 0 to 5 miles an hour, and that is everything. And so now I just submit that fish. I hit submit on there, and now that fish goes in here. And here it goes. Now let me just show you guys. I just submitted that fish. There's my picture. That's me holding that fish right there. Man, that fish looks good, doesn't it? Do you guys see that thing? Oh my God, it's a big one. Look at that. I put 10 pounds in there, about 18 inches. You can see the bait that I caught it with, and there are my notes. There's the map that kind of shows the area where I caught that fish at. Now, this map is still in the beta phase, so it is not 100% accurate. It's showing you the area of that location, but that will actually eventually pinpoint the exact area, the exact spot, basically, all right? All right, but there you go. What are you guys looking at that picture right there? That fish looks like a huge, that's a big one right there. Do you see the stomach on her? She's a fatty fat. All right, there we go. All right, so I need you guys to put FishXLive.com in the chat for me. Go ahead and spam the chat with FishXLive.com. We're about to show you this fish. I'm going to put it on this scale for you, on this measuring board, let you see that it is way bigger than this measuring board, all right? Gary says, am a member and I don't see my badge. Yeah, your badge is right next to you. You have the N right next to it because you're a new member, all right? So we're going to weigh this big fish right here. All right, so Alexandria, as soon as you put ready in there, let's go. Am I still in members only mode, guys? I mean, not members, on subscribers only mode. So you have to be a subscriber to participate, guys. Make sure you are, I was about to say certified. All right, Nathan said certified newbie. All right, put ready in the chat, Alexandria. And then we can do scales open. All right, so you can go ahead and open the scales, and then I'll show everybody the fish right here. So put scales open, and then we'll get it cracking. Make sure you guys have already double tapped the screen and hit that like button. All right, scales are officially open, guys. There we go. There's the fish. You saw the girth on it. And what I'll do to help you out, I'll actually show you guys the size of that fish compared to the one that we just weighed. Maybe that'll help you out, all right? So there's the one that we're weighing now. But look at the size comparison. Look at the size comparison. Do you see how much bigger this fish is than that one? Can you tell? Look at the girth. Look at the girthification. The bendation was real on that one right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. All right, so here we go. Let's put it on the measuring board real quick for you. You see that 15-inch mark? That fish, the entire tail of that fish goes past 15 inches. All right, so we're gonna get these fish weighed and then we're gonna put them back in the water, guys. You have 2 minutes to get your guesses in the chat. You must be a subscriber. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash. Now, somebody may walk away with a nice $40 payout on that fish right there. All right. And while you guys are doing that, I can come up here and make me another cast. How about that? I just go right out there and make a nice little cast. So you guys have 2 minutes. 2 minutes before the scales are closed, guys. Two minutes. All right, threw my bait right out there to 70 feet. Hopefully everybody's getting their guesses in the chat so you can have a chance to walk away with this $40 bill. Now remember, the members of the Money Team, you get 2 guesses. All right, so the scales are closed. All right, so we are not going to take long on this one at all. And we're not going to take long on it at all because I cast it out there and got hung up. All right, let's go and see if we can get this loose real quick. As soon as I get this loose, then we'll weigh that fish. Yep, Drew, I had to take a quick phone call. All right, so we're going to see if anybody's going to, all right, there we go. Good deal. I was able to get that one loose. No lost baits today. I was 2 hung up and I got both of them back. Peanut Butter says, I'm nuts. All right, let's see, guys. Terry C says, I rode by your way Saturday heading to Florida. All right, good deal. Enjoy the holidays down there in Florida. All right, guys, are you ready to weigh this fish? Let's go ahead and get a weight on it. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Are you guys ready? Put ready in the chat if you guys are ready to weigh that fish. Just put ready in the chat. And then we're gonna let this fish go. These fish are coming from the down deeps today, from the depths. So that's why you kind of see them floating in there right now. But we don't keep these fish in the live well long, guys. All right. So the scales were officially closed. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so that's the fish right there, guys. Let's hold it up so everybody can take a look at it. So I think this fish is going to be three. Let's see, three. Let's go with 378. I'm going to go with 378, guys. All right, so let's see. I'm going with 378. Am I going to be right or wrong? Oh, I'm a little too high. 331. 331. Did anybody guess 331? 331 is the weight, guys. 331. There you have it. Kapayow. 331. Let's get a good shot of that fish, guys. 331. Bam. Look at the stomach on it. 331, guys. All right, so now she's tallying up those votes. Let's put this one on that leaderboard. There we go. First one was 148. The next one was 331, guys. All right, where did I put the cold tag for it? I guess I put it back in the water. 331. Did anybody guess 331? Nathan said, I had 331. 331 is the weight. Al Plain said, can I guess again? Trayman 26 was close with 332. Nathan said, I had 331. Did Nathan have 331 or did Nathan get DQ'd? Oh, she already announced it. No official winner. Nobody really said, y'all suck at guesses. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nobody won. Nobody really won. All right, but look, you guys have one more shot. You have one more shot. Now, Alexandra says, hey, I'm ready to go take a nap. Nathan Miller had 2.05. Nathan, what are you talking about saying that you had? Nathan said I had 331. All right, so take a look at it, guys. There's my bait coming down. Can you see these fish down here? They're huge. Those fish are huge, guys. Those fish are huge. Oh, I got you. I got you. Man, look at all those fish down there on that bait, guys. And I can tell you, those are some huge fish. Karen says, you're not turning the two you already weighed loose? I'm not turning them loose yet. Because what I'm going to do is move away from the area where I'm at, because what these fish will do is they'll go down there and they'll tell their buddies. So you see these fish down here? If I let those fish go, they will swim straight down to those fish, and then you'll see all of them swim away because they're going to go and say, hey, man, don't do it. MoneyBass just poked me in the mouthpiece, and I don't want it to happen to y'all, so let's get out of here. And Jeremy says, they're just asking to be caught. Now, on this, I have 8-pound line tied to a 6-pound leader, guys. So if I catch one of these fish on this, it is definitely going to be a fight. All right, so we have one more fish to weigh. Now, when do you think we should weigh it, Alexandra? Should we weigh it now, or do we need a certain number of likes? We're sitting at 103 likes, guys. We're sitting at 103 likes. Al Plain says, now, weigh it now. Nobody really says, Luminaries, tell Money Bass about my work. What kind of work you got going on over there? He says he'll listen to the members. Well, nobody really, what's going on? You should be a member. Andre says 2 more minutes. All right, so we need 120 likes, guys, because your partner Money Bass is out here fishing in the cold for you. And plus, it's your fault today. You guys have had 2 good chances and nobody guessed the weight. And I even gave you guys a real good hint on that first fish. I gave you guys a real good hint on that first fish. Uh-oh, Jay New says he's ready for the next live tournament. All right, we're going to make it happen then. Uh-oh, we have Jeffrey Stevens back in the chat. He says, why do you use so light of line? So on this, I use light line because of the type of bait. And let me see, those fish aren't hitting, so we're going to drop a different bait down there. So this is what I throw my minnow bait on, these little minnow baits. And this is a, what is this thing called, guys? Does anybody know what that thing is called? A mooch minnow with a 3/4 ounce jig head is what I have. So generally I cast this bait. I don't generally just drop it straight down like I just did. But I have wanting to catch one on a drop shot. So we're going to drop this drop shot down there on these fish and see if I can get them to react to that. All right, there's my drop shot going straight down. Those fish are kind of moving around back and forth down there. Uh-oh, Alexandra says she's ready for the next live too. All right. Shout out to Clint Perry. He came, oh my goodness, John Joe was just gifted a membership from Clint Perry. John Joe now gets 2 guesses. Can you believe it? John Joe said, woohoo. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Clint Perry, guys. And if everybody could, put CP in the chat. Yesterday was his birthday, so we were out here celebrating his birthday yesterday, guys. Shout out to Clint Perry. Always doing big things in the chat. Bringing new members to the Money Team. The channel is definitely growing. Really, really appreciate that, CP. Everybody put CP in the chat. Can you believe it? John Joe says, I won something. I won something. Oh, man, that is funny. Steve the Angler says, did you take 360 off or your target lock? I took my target lock off. Now, let me show you something. Can you see that interference right there? So before, I was not getting any interference or anything. But when I kind of messed around with my wiring a little bit, I took the target lock off. So I still have the bracket on there. But I need to, when I come out here, I don't really pay attention to the interference and stuff. So on the screen, it kind of looks bad when you guys are watching, but it doesn't really bother me to the point where I have even taken the time to go back and get my wiring and stuff set back up right. But shout out to Steve the Angler. I still have my 360 on there. I just took my I took the target lock off for right now. Jeffrey Stevenson says, have you ever used baby whales? I have not. You got to save the whales. Don't use them as bait. Karen says, thank you, Clint Perry. John Joe, congratulations. Big shout out to CP. I see you guys shouting out CP in the chat. Always doing big things, guys. Junior Martinez says, I renewed my registration last night, my membership last night. Good deal. Really appreciate that. All right, guys, so I came out to catch one on a spoon and one on the drop shot. So now I'm just looking to catch one on this drop shot. That's what I have down there right now. And look, I have 2 fish that are down there on this drop shot directly under the boat. Let's just take a look and see what it looks like on sonar. I don't really have my sonar dialed in all that well right now. But I used to just use my sonar for drop shotting. Oh, those fish are right there on it too, guys. They're right there on it. All right, we need 12 more likes. 12 more likes. We have another fish. For anybody that is just tuning in, we have another fish in the live well. We're going to weigh that 3rd fish, guys, as soon as we get to 120 likes. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. I want everybody to see the people that are actually participating and the people that are making this Bass for Cash thing possible for everybody. The people that are participating and hitting that like button, you guys are making it happen. And big shout, who's the sponsor of today's live stream? Does anybody know? I've been sitting here focusing on fishing and I forgot. I do want to catch one on this drop shot though. What's going on, Daniel? We have Daniel checking back into the chat. Nice, lovely day out here on the lake. We do need 10 more likes, guys, and then we're going to weigh this fish, see if anybody's going to walk away with that $40 bill. Now, remember, you get one guess per fish. Now, we have already done 2 fish today, guys. Nobody has won. I cannot believe it. Even after I gave you guys a real good tip on the weight of that first fish, you guys still missed it. All right, let me see. Angel says, my old name was Amanda Elliott. Remember me? I remember Amanda. What's going on? Why did you change names? John Joe says, I'm waiting for payday. The 2 guesses can help me big time. All right. Trayman says, you not like the target lock money? Yeah, the target lock was good, but I can tell you this. Once I took it off, one of the reasons why I haven't been in a rush to put it back on there is because lifting this trolling motor in and out of the water, it makes it very easy. I mean, it makes it a lot easier when you don't have all that stuff on your trolling motor. And I mean, I can fish with or without target lock anyways, because I mean, I've fished without it for a long time. So, I mean, yeah, I would say it's a nice thing to have, but you don't necessarily have to have it. But it does make it real convenient, especially it depends on the, your style of fishing. If you kind of sit in one spot and fish like that a lot, then I can see it will be very helpful for somebody like that. Or if maybe you have some type of back problem or something like that, and you just want to sit down and relax and fish, I mean, it'll definitely help with, that style of fishing too. Steve the Angler says, I just got target lock now. I have the whole deal like you on my tracker, but raptors instead of talons. Good deal, good deal. Shout out to Voodoo. Let's see who else we have in here. John Joe. Look at John Joe with that badge next to his name. Everybody put John Joe in the chat. Look at him. He's all happy now. He is now a member of the money team. Gets those 2 guesses. All right, today's current live stream sponsor is Voodoo and CP, with the honorable mention going to Hooked Up Fishing. The memberships went to Casual Bass Guy and John Joe. Good deal, good deal. Man, at one point, it seems like the members of the money team were winning all the time with those 2 extra guesses, guys. John Joe says, I'm having a Coke and a whiskey right now. Now all he needs to add to that is some Bass for Cash. Some cash for a bass. He said, hopefully it helps me become one with the weight of the fish. I don't know about that, John Joe. It's going to help you become one with something, but I don't know if it's one with the weight of the fish. All right, we need 7 more likes, guys. We just need 7 more likes. 7 more likes, and then we're going to weigh this fish. Now, did everybody that has hit the like button, did you type the word like in there? Oh, my goodness, look what just happened. Do you guys realize what just happened? Daniel said, hey, I think I can slide in here with the quickness and become the sponsor of today's live stream with a $5 super chat. Big shout out to Daniel. Really, really appreciate it, sir. Always showing love and support for the channel. You are very, very much appreciated. Everybody put Daniel in the chat. Daniel is the man of the hour. He is the sponsor of the live stream, guys. All right, so now the goal is to get one on a drop shot. Oh, yeah, I see you guys shouting out Daniel. Really, really appreciate that. I always want to give credit where credit is due. And right now, Daniel, you are the sponsor of today's live stream. with the $5 super chat. Al Plain says, have you ever fished Saba? I don't believe I've ever fished Saba before, but I fished some of the some tournaments with the guys that fish Saba. All right, so in the chat, has everybody gone to FishXLive.com? Oh, you know what? Did I? Oh, yeah, I logged that second fish. I logged that second fish. Now, I showed you guys how to log those fish in FishXLive. You guys are asking me about the baits, the rods, the reels, stuff like that. But one thing that you guys didn't know about is this thing called FishXLive. Now, right now, you can go and get a free membership. So make sure you guys take advantage of these things whenever I get this stuff set up for you. Now, FishXLive is going to allow you to journal all of your catches. That is just one of the small features. It's really made for organizations to host and run full-blown tournaments. You have your live leaderboard, live weigh-ins, all of that good stuff. So you guys can get a free subscription right now. So I would say definitely take advantage of that while it's available, guys. Today's current live stream sponsor is Daniel, with honorable mentions going to Hooked Up Fishing, Voodoo, and CP. The membership went to Casual Bass Guy and John Joe. All right, so I'm right where I want to be. Now let's see if the fish want me to be here or not. Come on, fishes. I just want to catch one of you with this drop shot, just one, because the drop shot is fun. I haven't caught one with a good fish with a drop shot bite for a while. You know, that real up hook set. I want to feel it. All right, let's check on a few things. Let me just go ahead and put this over here like that. Let's see. I need to make a quick phone call, guys. All right, bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Shout out to Steve Wimp. He says, Money, I'm back. Had to get a nappy nap. I see you're still ripping lips. Oh, yeah, we still got one more. We need 4 more likes, and then we're going to weigh this next fish. Now, I don't know if you missed it or not, but they don't want this money, Wimpy. We've had 2 nice fish weighed so far, and nobody guessed the weight of those fish. Nobody guessed the weight of those fish. Shout out to Daniel. He says, loving it, Money Bass. Got to go. Good luck to everyone guessing. All right. We have Curtery back in. Says, get to the ditches. The bass sitting 50 to 60 feet deep. All right. So Curtery just checking in. He doesn't know that's what we're already doing, but we're sitting in 30 right now. We've moved in just a little bit, but you are correct. That's what I came out here today to do. So we got one on a spoon, one on a shaky head, and another one on a swim bait. And all of those did come deep. So you know what you're talking about, Curtery. He says, I've been working hard. Good to see you still working them. Oh, yeah. Good to see you back in the chat. So, yeah, as soon as we get to, we need 2 more likes. Once we get 2 more likes, then we're going to weigh this next fish. So we're almost there. We're almost there, everybody. All right, we did a nice 70-foot cast. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get another one to the boat, guys. Voodoo says, I'll take it, but it wouldn't be fair. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Steve Wimpy says, bro, you mean to tell me we can't give away money during the holiday season? Wow, that's right, Wimpy. They don't want it. They don't want it. They do not want this free money, Wimpy. Voodoo said, I'll take it, but it wouldn't be fair. Frank V says, I missed your catches, Money. All right, so this is what I do, guys. After the live streams are over, I go back and I put chapters in the comment section of these videos. So if you miss one of the live streams whenever I'm actually out on the lake, I go back and put timestamps. So if you just want to come and watch and just see the catches, then you can just go into the comments. Just leave a comment on the video, but you'll see the chapters, the timestamps for the catches in there. All right, guys, we're sitting at 120 likes. So we're going to make it quick and easy because look at that. The sun is going down and I can already feel the temps dropping. I can already feel the temps dropping. But we had a good time out here today, guys. How long have we been out here? We've been out here for just a little over 2 hours. Now, I told you we were coming out here. I had a specific mission in mind. And that mission was to get out here. I wanted to catch one on a spoon and one on a drop shot. Oh, you know what? I didn't catch the one on the drop shot. But hey, we still had a good time out here today, guys. Curtery says, Nico worm, so wacky rig with a weight like you fished this summer. Let's get it down there. Oh, yeah. I put the wacky rig up, well, the Nico rig up today. Curtery says, yeah, let me see your catches, man. All right, we'll show them to you in just a second. I do still have them in the live well. I did not throw them back yet. I generally don't like leaving the fish in the live well too long. But, you know, the water temps are down, so they'll be okay to be in there for a little bit. Oh, man, I didn't reel it in. I reeled it in too soon, guys. So I need, I need to do one more cast. One more cast. Let me get that cast right where it needs to be. And right where it needs to be is kablam, right there. There we go. I got it right there at 40 feet. So you see that cast going right down there? And there's some fish that I saw sitting right out there. So we're going to get that fish, get that cast right down there. See if we can get one. Karen says, hey, come on, I need to take a nap. All right, Karen, are you gonna stay on until we weigh this fish? We're about to weigh it. We're gonna weigh this fish in just a minute or two. All right, Jeff Newell, I see you. I see you. I see your message. I'll hit you up and let you know some of the details. All right, let's see. Karen says, I need a nap. Curtis says, money cast. We've had a few little money casts going on out here today. I need to fish this all the way back to the boat. But man, when that sun gets down behind these trees, you start feeling it. Voodoo says, hey, Money, have you ever fallen out of the boat? No, I haven't fallen out of the boat, but one time I launched my boat and I had already taken it loose from the trailer. So when I backed it in, it started backing away out into the water. So I had to go swimming in after the boat. And it was actually on one of the live Battle of the Anglers when it happened. So I was on my way to meet up with the guys for the live Battle of the Anglers tournament. This is back when we used to meet out at a certain location on a lake. And I had to go swimming. I had 5 minutes until the show started. So I didn't have enough time to call anybody to kind of help me come and get the boat or anything. So I just had to make a quick decision. And so the guys could actually see me because I wasn't live yet, but they could actually see the camera. So they didn't know what was happening. They could just see me splashing around in the water and everything. So I'm swimming out to the boat, I get in the boat, soaking wet, and I take off. And I made it just in time and started the live. And so I fished that day. Luckily, it was warm outside. It was kind of warm that day. So I dried out pretty quick. But yeah, so I haven't fallen in the water that way, but I did have to go swimming to get the boat one time. All right, Frank V says, Money, you staying with Mega Live 1 or upgrading to Mega Live 2? Man, Mega Live 2, that's some money right there. That's some, oh my goodness. And see, I have all Helix units. So I would have to change all 4 of my Helix units out because I like having all of my units linked together. Jeff Newell says, Mako dumped me in at Lanier once. Oh, my goodness. So the answer to that question, am I going to change out all of these Helix units and get Mega Live 2? I very seriously doubt it. And you know, I do a lot of videos. I think if you guys were to look up MoneyBass Mega Live on YouTube, just search MoneyBass Mega Live, I probably have more content on Mega Live than any other single channel on YouTube. You would think that your partner would get some type of endorsement deal, some type of discount, some type of something. I mean, they hooked your partner, Ben Milliken, up with one. I saw him yesterday, said that they sent him one. All right, guys, so you see these fish down here? You see how they're kind of just floating right? That's because they came off of the, they came from down deep. So generally, like in a tournament, you'd want to fizz these fish because you don't want them sitting in the live well all day like that. Frank says, let me see, I'm in the same boat with all Helix units too. I fell out of my boat. Let me see, Voodoo says, I fell out of my boat once. My lure caught in my, oh man, not a wasp nest. That is terrible. That's terrible. All right, so who wanted to see those fish? Who was it that just came in that wanted to see the fish? All right, so who remembers the weight of the first fish? Let's see, which one was the first fish? So this was the first fish right here that we weighed. Do you see the first fish right there? Look at the second fish in comparison in size to that second fish. Who remembers the weight of the first fish? And who remembers the weight of the second fish? Shout out to Clint Perry. Look at that right there. Look at the back on that fish. This one right here is way bigger than that one. There we go. So this one was 148. So we're going to go ahead and let him go. We've already weighed this one right here. 148 right there, guys. Bam. And there he goes, swimming back down deep. He's moving a little slow. He's like, it's cold out here, Money Bass. It's cold. The second one, that's a 331 right there. A 331. But let me just show you. So this one over here, I should have held it before I let that other one go. I should have held this one next to that other one just to help you guys out a little bit. But check it out. This is the one that we're about to weigh now, guys. Take a look at it. It's still not as big as that other one. Look at it. Do you see it? Do you see that right there? Have you ever heard of the Lake Lanier monster? That might look a little something like that. All right, so there we go. So let's go ahead and let this one go back. This is that 331. We catching some big ones out here. Let's go ahead and let it go back. Let's just kind of slide her in here nice and easy. Do you see her? Do you see her? Look at her. She's like, oh yeah, I'm going home. I'm going home. All right, so she's swimming back down there. All right, so there we go, guys. All right, so Alexandra, are you ready? Are you ready to open up some scales? You know what? I think we're still in subscriber only mode, guys. We are. We're still in subscriber only mode. All right, Alexandra, as soon as you guys see scales open, let's see, we're waiting on Alexandra if she's still there. But this is the fish. Once you see scales open, we are currently in subscriber only mode. It does not cost a thing to participate. You just have to be a subscriber. And right now, we have at least 54 subscribers in the chat. All right, I don't see Alexandra. Oh, there she goes. She says, I'm here. All right, Alexandra, you can go ahead and open the scales. There we go. This is the next fish, guys. Let's go ahead and put him on the measuring board for you, so you guys can see. Oh, that one's a little over 15 inches. So that's bigger than that first one, guys. Do you see that? Scales are officially open, guys. We are in members only. We are in subscriber only mode. Is somebody going to walk away with a nice $40 bill? Now, remember, there's a total of $100 in that pot right now. But we are paying that out in increments. So somebody could walk away with a nice $20 bill. Remember, if you are not a member of the channel, you only put one guess in there. If you put more than one guess, Alexandria will hit you with the DQ with the quickness. She will let you know. She will hurt your feelings. You will get hit with the DQ. So Frank, who was that was asking me about my Mega Live just now? Frank. So my answer to that question is more than likely I am going to stay with the Mega Live 1. I mean, for me, I can catch fish without it, but it's just fun using live imaging. So I can see my bait and track it very well with this Mega Live 1. From what I've heard from people, the clarity on mine and the way that I have it set up and everything is a lot better than what most people have been getting out of theirs. Frank V said, Alexandria, don't take no crappy. That's right. All right, guys, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. 2 minutes. The scales are officially open. All right, I see the members of the Money Team putting their 2 guesses in there. Remember, if you are not a member of the channel, if you are a subscriber, put 1 guess in that chat. Uh-oh, I see something that just happened. Let's see if Alexandria's going to get them. Let's see if Alexandria's going to get them. Oh, my goodness. Somebody just did a slippy slip, and I don't think Alexandria's going to let it slide. Because Alexandria has the good eye. She has that good eye. Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember, 1 guess. 1 guess. Unless you are a Money Team member. Alexandra says she's on the phone, so she may have missed it. Steve Wimpy says, let's see. He says, can we please share some holiday cash from the MoneyBass? We're trying, but they don't want that holiday money. Wait a minute. Let's see. Who was that got timed out? Somebody get timed out. Let me see the gaming channel. All right, so you don't have to time them out. If they put 2 guesses in there, if they put more than one guess, they don't have to be timed out. They just will be DQ'd because Alexandra has the good eye. She'll get them. Jeff Newell says, my cell is not letting me join the money team. So do you have an Apple phone? The scales are officially closed. Okay, I see it. The scales are officially closed. Remember, guys, you can only put 1 guess in the chat. If you put more than 1 guess, even if it's the same number, you can only put 1 guess in there. She does not want that chat spammed at all. There is no mercy. Oh, my God. Did your partner MoneyBass just stick another good one? Oh, my goodness, guys. Do you see this? This right here is what we call bendation. That right there, do you see it? Do you see that? I'm trying to point at it so you guys can see. Do you see that right there? That right there is what we call bendation. It is pulling the tip of that reel into the water. And I see it. I see it. Can you guys see that fish down there? It's swimming like a shark. It's swimming like a shark, guys. The bendation is real. And so is that fish. We're about to do this thing we call bass for cash as soon as I get this fish to the boat. Because it's a fighter. It is a fighter like Tyson. Ah, goodness, my fingers are frozen and my wrist is getting tired. Ah, can I get the net? Let's see, can I get him? Can I get it in the net? Oh, my goodness. It's a behemoth. It's another good one. Oh, my God. Shout out to FishXLive, guys. Shout out to FishXLive.com. That's how you do it right there. The bendation is real. Now, I've shown you guys what FishXLive will do for you. But I don't think you believe me. I don't think you think that the bendation is real. I don't think you think the bendation is real, guys. We're going to put this one on that white coil tag. Now, the scales were already closed, right? The scales were closed. Alexandra says, I did see him, but I was on the phone. She didn't hit him with the official words. Oh, my goodness, she did. She said the gaming capybara is disqualified. She caught you, gaming capybara. Oh, my goodness. All right, there we go. Look at those fish in there. And let me just show you something. Does anybody remember what Fire Marshal Bill used to say? Let me show you something. Look at that right there. Do you see the stomach on that right there? Do you see the girth? Do you guys know what the saying is? Bendation leads to girthification. The bendation is real. Just like FishXLive.com. You gotta have it. Oh my goodness. All right, so you guys got another chance to win. Oh yeah, John Joe says the girth. The girth. Are the guesses disappearing on us? Are the guesses disappearing on us? Alexandra, are we good? Because we're about to weigh it right now. But if the guesses are, she says you are only allowed 1 guess. Yeah, so you can only put 1 guess in the chat. That's why I keep repeating 1 guess, 1 guess. If you spam the chat. Okay, she said they're disappearing. All right, so why are they disappearing so fast this time? We're in subscriber only mode. All right, so we need to redo the, just put yes, redo. She said, yeah, they are disappearing. All right, so we're going to do it quick. We're going to do a redo on the guessing. So as soon as you put scales open, then we're going to reweigh the fish. You guys got 2 minutes to put your guesses back in there, and we're going to reweigh the fish, all right? Go ahead and open the scale. Let me see. We have 30 plus please guessing. All right, so go ahead and open the scales up for us again, and we'll do a speed round like we did last time. So as soon as you guys see that scales open, you have 2 minutes, and then we're going to weigh this fish immediately after 2 minutes are up. All right, Alexandra. Okay, let's see. She says, Killer Mike, please stop spamming the chat. Uh-oh. You don't want to get timed out. We got some quick draw McCraws in there. They'll time you out. So make sure you guys do not spam the chat. You only put your guess in there one time. If you put your guess in there more than once, they will DQ you guys. They do not want you spamming that chat. All right, so there's the fish. Everybody put their guesses in there. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. Now, do you guys see it? You got 2 minutes, all right? There we go. You have 2 minutes. All right, there we go. So we're going to put it back in the live well. You have 2 minutes. As soon as these 2 minutes are up, as soon as you see scales closed, then we're going to weigh that fish. If you put more than one guess in the chat, you will be DQ'd with no mercy. Alexandra does not play. She's like, let me see you put 2 guesses in the chat so I can hit you with the 2 letters, a D and a Q, and that's not Dairy Queen. All right? You do not want to see your name and then the 2 letters DQ right after that, because she'll hit you with it, with the quickness. All right, so Frank, do you see what I'm talking about? I'm catching fish with the Mega Live 1. Do I want to spend, what would that be? $2,600 for 112. So I have 112, 2 10s, and a 9. Drew says she don't play. That's right, she does not play. All right, I see those guesses rolling in. As soon as scales are open, we're going to get right to it. Steve Wimpy says CFO does not play when it comes to cash. That is right. She says, please do not change your guesses. It's okay if you have the same guess. So if you have the same guess as somebody, the person who put the guess in there first, well, first, the tiebreaker goes to the MoneyTeam member. All right. And then if you have another tie, if you have a tie with somebody, then it goes to whoever put the guess in there first. All right. Scales are closed. All right. So I'm not playing around, guys. I'm not playing around this time. Let's go ahead and get it back in here, because we still have another fish to weigh. All right. Let's see, guys. Let's turn that light off. All right. So we're going to get straight to it. Let's zero this scale out. So today was a good day. Do you see that other one in there? Do you see the girth on her? All right, so here we go, guys. This fish right here, I'm going to give this one a 156. 163. I'm going to go with a 163 on this one, guys. See, we're zeroed out. Shout out to Jeremy. He said he just made his FishXLive account. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how I log these fish. I already logged 2 of them, right? All right, so here we go, guys. What did I say? What weight did I say? I forgot what I said. Let's get that dot right in the middle. Bam, 166. I forgot what weight I called out. But there we go. Shout out to Jeremy. Set up that FishXLive account. 166, guys. Did anybody guess 166? Is anybody going to walk away with that $40 payout? If you are a member of the MoneyTeam, remember I told you membership has its privileges. Member of the MoneyTeam, you'll walk away with a nice $40 bill. All right, so let's update that right there on that scale. We want to confirm that. 166, and she already let us know. She said no official winner. Do you see what is happening out here? We're trying to give away some holiday money with this FishXLive.com, but nobody wants it. Nobody wants any of this holiday money. Go get them. All right, let's see, guys. Drew said, y'all don't want this money. Killer Mike said he wants to know what he did to get muted. Banned. Who got banned? Who got muted or banned? Who got muted or banned? I'm looking. I don't see. I don't see. Drew said somebody probably got a timeout. So yeah, if somebody puts in more than one guest, you don't have to time them out. Just let them know that weight is DQ'd. All right, so we still have another fish in there. We still have another fish in there, guys. So right now, you guys missed that first one was 148. Fish number 2 was 331. Then we had a 166. Now we have one more sitting here that we have not weighed yet. Alexander says, I didn't put no one in time out. Yeah. All right. Pale Rider said, nobody really. Nobody really is gone. Where's nobody really at? Let's see. I don't see nobody really in the chat. Is nobody really gone? I'm just scrolling through the chat, guys. So I was catching a fish, guys. I was setting the hook, so I didn't see what happened. Does anybody know what happened? Give me some clarification. Some clarification on the bendation. All right, let's see. Luminary says, YouTube does funny things. All right, so yeah, we're still in subscriber only mode. Let's go back out of subscriber only mode so everybody can hop in for a quick minute. All right, let's see, guys. It looks like it is about time to roll out. There are some people that are trying to get in contact with me. And we have that nice fish back there that's ready to, let me see. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. So we're back live for everybody to hop back into the. All right, we are back. All right, let's see. Killer Mike says he got muted a while ago and just saw his message. I just saw his message. Yeah, I don't know if you can mute people. But yeah, I don't see him in the chat. Nobody really, where you at? Let me see. Frank says, money, your Mega Live 1 looks good and you catch fish. Don't spend all that money upgrading. So yeah, in the chat, if you guys could, go to Hummingbird's website and look up if I was to replace I have a 12-inch unit. So this is a Helix 12-inch. This is a 10-inch. So look and see how much it would cost for me to get an Explorer 12-inch, an Explorer 10-inch, and 2 Explorer 10-inch units, and 1 Explorer 9-inch unit, and the Mega Live 2. How much would all of that cost? An Explorer 12-inch, 2 10s, and 1 9-inch unit, and the Humminbird Mega Live 2. How much would that cost me? All right, let's see if we can get one more fish to the boat, guys. Killer Mike said he's with us spiritually. What happens to nobody really? All right, so we let that spoon go all the way to the bottom. I took it a little bit off of the bottom, and now we're just going to jig it a little bit and see if those fish want to come up and play. Voodoo says it's really upsetting that they force us to upgrade that way. Yeah, man. I'm hoping that they still come out with some updates for the Helix units, because we're still having an issue with the spot lock. When you spot lock in place, it puts a waypoint on the location that you're at. Killer Mike says nobody really is not getting the money now. Uh-oh. Clint Perry says, I don't think I muted anyone. All right. Kevin Johnson says, do you ever catch fish? What do you guys think in the chat? Kevin Johnson says, do you ever catch fish? Let's see if anybody in the chat can answer that question. All right, let's see. Junior Martinez says, nobody really is hanging out with Chicken Hawk. Oh, my goodness. Not hanging out with Chicken Hawk. Hippie Dave said he's with Tank. Oh, no, not with Tank. All right, so they're not hitting that. Not with Tank. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see if I can hit him in the head with the... So the drop shot is the only thing, the last bait that I wanted to catch something with today, and didn't do that yet. All right, so who has set up their free FishXLive account? Put FishXLive in the chat if you have set up your free FishXLive account. I'd like to see who's participating, who's supporting the channel, who's hitting the like button, who's doing all of that good stuff. Hunt for Fun says, what's the water temp? It's 54 degrees. All right, shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy went to FishXLive. So if you guys actually want to see the fish that I have caught today, go to FishXLive.com, download the app, and then you can go and look in my fish catching journal, and you can actually see. All you would do is just search. Once you go into my journal, just search December. Just type in December, and you'll see the fish that I've caught for December. They'll be in there. What's going on, Tim? We have Tim tuning back in. Anybody else got their FishXLive account? Is it just Jeremy? Could it be true? Clint Perry says, Alexandria is there away. I can check my actions. Hippie Dave says, CP. Shout out to CP, Clint Perry. Also, Clint, you're thinking you may accidentally... Uh-oh. Clint, did you accidentally hit somebody with the timeout? Is that what happened? I don't know how can you undo that? We got to get nobody really back in the chat. It just won't be the same. It just won't be the same, really, without nobody, really. Oh, man, it's getting cold out here. It's getting cold on my fingertips. All right, looks like the drop shot isn't going to happen for me today, guys. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one more speed round. Bill Ryder says CP let the power go to his head. Shout out to Clint Perry. Alexandra says it's a time frame you select to mute someone. Oh, okay, I didn't know you could actually mute them. All right, Jeff Newell says, gotta run, bruh. Getting ready for the Hawks game tonight. Are you actually going to the Hawks game? Or are you gonna watch it on TV or something? Wow, okay, you're going to the Hawks game. Good deal. Gary Pilcher says, my mom said I am someone. All right, guys, I was hoping we could go ahead and get that drop shot fish today, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at this last fish, guys. I'm going to log it into FishXLive first. I want you guys to see this app. Make sure you guys go to FishXLive.com. And again, shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Alexandria, if you could, pop SWAT Lawn Operations information in the chat for everybody. All right. So we're going to log this fish in here, guys. So we're going to go back to FishXLive. So that is the fish that I just caught, the one that we just weighed. That one was 331 right there, guys. You see, that fish looks nice. If you want to see these fish that I'm out here catching today, all you have to do is go to FishXLive.com, and I'm going to walk through those steps real quick with everybody. So you go to, let's see, FishXLive.com. There you go. That is the app. Unleash your inner pro, guys. So this is what I use to be able to return to these locations, catch these fish, and track these fish, guys. I use FishXLive. So you go here, you click download app. It's right there on the front page. You go there, you create your own profile page. You upload your picture, you can set up your bio, all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to go into my journal. In my journal, you will see all of my catches. If you want to see the fish that I've caught in December, just put DEC in there and you'll see these fish that I've been catching out here, right? And let's see if I click on one. Oh, I need to change that weight. So you can put the information in there, the picture, the details, the lure that you caught them with. And then on this map, it'll show the location where you caught the fish. Now, the map is still in the beta phase, all right? So it doesn't show the exact location yet. So they're down that in for us. So that is the next thing that they're doing. But you will be able to be on the ground floor. You'll be able to send in suggestions, all of that good stuff. But there we go. So now we're going to log this fish. So what I do is go back to this journal and you just click log a catch. All right, so here we go. Let's go through this real quick again. We're on Lake Lanier. The species is going to be spotted bass. The weight, I do not know the weight of this one, so we're just going to put 10 pounds in there. I don't want to give you guys any type of hints. And let's just guess on the length of that fish. Let's just call him about 18 inches. Let me see a picture of the fish. Let's go ahead and take a quick picture of this fish, guys. So this is another good one. So I want to hold this one up like I did the last one. So we're going to take a nice picture, guys. All right, let's do one more right there. I don't like that one. Maybe I need to smile. Would that be better? All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so I got the picture. And then what lure did I catch? Okay, I know what I caught that one on the shaky head. All right, so now we're going to finish this up and we're going to get this weight in here real quick. All right, so now remember, guys, make sure you go to FishXLive.com and set up your account. You guys have been asking me about the baits I use, the lures and all that kind of stuff. But another important aspect of it is being able to track these fish. So here we go. So there, I'll save that picture right there. Now look, track location. You can actually track the location, the spot where you're at. Now you put notes in here. So I'll just talk these notes in here real quick. Let's see. Caught this fish on a shaky head in 30 feet of water. Period. Relating to the bottom, period. All right, so there we go. Oh, man. All right, so I got that in there, picture of the lure. So let's go in here real quick. There's a picture of the lure that I used. Add that in there. Now the water temp, we're sitting at about 52 degrees. The weather, it was sunny today. But the temps outside, oh, I need to put that in there too. The water clarity is clear. The wind was 0 to 5. All right, so now let's just put the outside temp. Was about 40 degrees outside. the outside temp was about 40 degrees, period. All right, now we're going to submit that right there. And this is the fish right here. So there we go. So there's the picture. So when I choose it, now you guys see the picture. That's me holding that fish right there. You see all my notes in here. There's the bait that I used. I could click on that and make it bigger. And then there's a map of where it was at. And there are my details. And I think I showed you guys my notes. So those are the notes that I just put in there. So you store all of that information. And what that does is that allows me to come right back out here. And let me just go back to the app one more time. FishXLive. I have it set up so that you guys can set up free accounts. You guys need to take advantage of this stuff whenever I get it set up for you. So FishXLive.com. You guys see it right there, FishXLive.com. You go right there and you just click download FishXLive. If you want to know more about it, it is basically a tournament app, guys. But one of the features with this app is that it has the journal of catches. All right, FishXLive.com. Make sure you guys use that. All right, so now, Alexandra, are you ready? We're going to weigh this one fast because I have to get out of here. I have to be out of here pretty quickly. All right, Alexandra, are you in the chat? Are you ready? Now, we're going to take a look at this fish right here. It's a biggin. Do you see the stomach on her? She's a big old fatty fat. All right, you guys get your guesses ready. Alexandra, as soon as you are ready, you can hop in the chat and type in scales open because everybody is seeing the fish now. Look at that. It's up there at the front, and look, the tail goes past that 15.5-inch mark. Saltwater Charter says hello. Okay, go ahead and open those scales up, Alexandra. The scales are open. As soon as you see scales open, you guys start putting those texts in there. Actually, let's go ahead and go into subscriber only mode first. I almost forgot. Subscriber only mode. All right, we are in subscriber only mode, guys. And as soon as you see scales open, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in there. All right, Gary, you're jumping the gun. Did she open the scales yet? Nope, scales on. As soon as you guys see scales open, she has to, your guess, the only guesses that will count are the ones that are in between scales open and scales closed, okay? There we go. You guys see it. All right, Alexandra, I don't see scales open yet, guys. I'm waiting, I'm looking. The bendation must be nice. Oh, yeah, the bendation is real. Just like Bass for Cash, but nobody wanted that cash today. Scales are officially open, guys. FishXLive.com. Oh, my goodness, I catch the biggins with it, guys. Do you see that? Do you see it? All right, you got 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. 2 minutes, guys. Because like I said, I have to get out of here with the quickness. I'm not even going to fish anymore. Actually, let me go ahead and start packing up. Because guess what? Your partner's supposed to be someplace in about 20 minutes. All right, we'll check the weather out. We may be back out here again tomorrow. But I don't know why you guys don't want this money. Is Steve Wimpy right? He said, man, they don't want this holiday money. I bet you guys aren't even going to guess the weight of the fish that's in there now. You can't say we didn't give you enough chances. I mean, I think we did what? Gave you 4 chances today, and nobody still wanted it. Nobody wanted that loot. Wimpy said, let's go. All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to the sponsors of today's live stream. Make sure you guys go and check out FishXLive.com. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. You guys have seen their information in the chat. Jody says, what did Chicken Hawk guess? I don't think Chicken Hawk has been in the chat. All right, man, I'm waiting for these scales. I'm ready. All right, let's go ahead and get everything packed up. As soon as I see scales closed, we're going to weigh this fish, guys. We are waiting. So while we're waiting, I see everybody's kind of slowing down on putting their guesses in the chat. So I guess we're getting close. Uh-oh, she says my chat disappeared. Uh-oh. Alexandra, are you still there? Uh-oh, Wimpy, can you do the scales closed? Okay, there we go. Alexandra, are you good? Can we go ahead and weigh the fish, Alexandra? Put yes, weigh the fish in the chat, Alexandra, if you're good on weighing it. As soon as I get the okay from Alexandra to weigh the fish, then we're going to go ahead and get, she said, I was giving you all the full 2 minutes. Okay, yes, we're going to weigh it. All right, so here we go, guys. Now I'm going to tell you guys my guess on this one, like I always do, and then we're going to weigh it. Now this one, that other one was 331. This one looks like it may be a little bit smaller than that one. So I'm going to say this one is 317. I'm going to go with 317, guys. All right, so here we go. We're about to make it official, like a referee's whistle. We are zeroed out. All right, here we go. I said 317, guys, and we hit it with the 314. 314. Do you see it, and can you believe it? Do you see it? 314. 314, guys. 314 was the winning weight on that one. Do you see the girth? Do you believe in FishXLive? Because these fish do. They'll help you catch big ones like this. Make sure you go check it out and set up your free account, guys. FishXLive.com. Now go back home and tell your partners you were hanging out with your buddy, MoneyBass. There she goes. All right, let's go ahead and log that one in there, confirm it. No official winner. Who would have thought that that was going to happen? You guys just don't want this holiday money. Nobody wanted this holiday money. I just can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. Nobody wanted this holiday money. Let's go ahead and get this thing cracking. We're heading back in, guys. Junior Martinez says MoneyBass is on a winning streak against us. But listen, Junior, it's not me against y'all. We're all on the same team. My job is to catch the fish. Your job is to your job is to guess the weight and win the money. Luminary says you were so close. Yep, I was close, guys. No official winner. How about that? Jody says off by 0.02. Nice guess. Really appreciate that. Frank V says you have small hands, MoneyBass. It's not the fish's fault. It's your hands' fault. I got those MoneyBass hands. Voodoo says good show, Money. Oh yeah, we came out here. We had some fun. If anybody wants to go back and watch any of those catches from today, all you have to do is go to the comment section and just look at the chapters, and you can click on the chapter. I'll just specify the timestamps on there. They'll probably be on there sometime tomorrow. You can check back. I may be able to put them on there today, but who knows? But yeah, I had a good time hanging out with everybody. All right, y'all. It's time for me to head out. I'll see you on the next live stream.